Hey, welcome back to the stream. We're keeping it real goes right. Where we are watching, I don't know what we're doing here. Oh, the frames are dropping is what's happening, isn't it? Are the frames dropping? Probably. Oh, and you can hear me on my yep, okay, yeah. So this is off to an amazing start. But hey, welcome back to the stream. We're keeping it real goes right. Welcome back to this stream of the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. The number one seeded New England Patriots at 8-4. Who would have thought that before the season? They are taking on the Buffalo Bills at 7-4 in a battle for supremacy in the American Football Conference East. A lot to talk about here, a lot to do, a lot to see. The Baltimore Ravens lost yesterday, so now the Patriots are here to defend their turf as the number one seed in the American Football Conference. I'm MRQ. As always, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. This is just like the Manning cast, except significantly better. Until I start lagging. Give me 1 sec. Let's hope this comes back with significantly less problems, because I know I dealt with a few problems the last time around. So hopefully we're back. Let's see. Yep, all right, we are back. Welcome back to the stream. We're keeping it real goes right. Welcome back to this stream of the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. What the hell happened to my window capture here? The window capture went away. You're seeing the wrong thing. This stream's off to an amazing start, isn't it? Oh, wrong one. Whoopsies. There we go. Everything's kind of sort of fixed, I guess. Anyway, New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. There was a great punt right now by Jake Bailey, the punter for the New England Patriots. He got one away in a hurry, and he got a great one off. So Josh Allen's going to be taking it here from the New England 40. So a short field for Buffalo. That was a short punt, apparently. But it was a great form from Bailey. Here's the snap. Allen seeks to throw, and the Patriots snuff it out almost immediately with a loss of 3 coming up for the Buffalo Bills. J.C. Jackson in on the tackle here for New England. What a tackle. They snuffed that out almost immediately. The Buffalo Bills thought they might have had a potential touchdown there on that screen, but no. The New England Patriots and Bill Belichick are ready as hell for it. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 13 here. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Jump formation to his right. Man in motion. It is 88, the tight end. And it's a delayed handoff here to Singletary, and that's going to go for a gain of about 4. So that's going to set up now a 3rd and 9 here for Buffalo. Slightly above where their original line of scrimmage was. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here for Buffalo. Let's see what they can do. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Here we go. 3rd down. Josh Allen, 5 wide. Did they get someone to jump? Josh Allen with the snap count apparently got someone to jump. And they did. That's gonna set up the Bills with a 5-yard penalty. Or gonna gain them 5 yards, I should say. Patriots causing that encroachment penalty. Good job there by Josh Allen. Sorry, I'm just typing stuff here. Leave a chat if you can. Just having fun on this wonderful Monday night stream. Josh Allen, 3rd and 4, in the shotgun, 5 wide. Something's got to give here. First down's a 30. Takes the snap. Has time. Will fire to the far sideline right at the first down marker for Breida, and it is caught for a first down. So the Bills keep on rolling. No one circles the wagons like they say, like the Buffalo Bills. And Josh Allen, boy, did he circle him. That's a first down for Buffalo, the first first down in this football game. So now it opens up the playbook a little bit for the Bills. Maybe they do another delayed handoff. Maybe they do some play action. You never know here. One thing's for sure, the decision-making is going to be in the sure hands of Josh Allen. Allen in the I formation. They will hand it off, and it's fumbled by Breida. New England picks it up. New England picks it up. Breida never got a full hand of the football. He never got both hands on the ball. It was a sloppy exchange. Breida just never got a hold of it. And New England will take over what almost, it went right through his hands off the handoff. And man, oh man, New England, just like that, got a lucky break there. On a drive where Buffalo looked like they might have been set up for a touchdown, they go away with no point, and it's Lawrence Guy for New England taking that ball away. Lawrence Guy. What a play. Well, actually, no. What a bad play, you should say. Feel free to ask questions in the chat, by the way. Let me know who you think is going to win. All right, here we go. So I am currently on Twitter to see what the masses have to say about this wonderful game of football that we're about to see. Again, first place of the AFC East? Yeah, AFC East on the line tonight. That's a big deal. New England, they've won, 6 in a row now? They're on one of the hottest winning streaks in the NFL, if not the hottest winning streak, I should say, in the NFL right now. They're the hottest team. Bill Belichick is out to prove and still proving that he is the best coach in football right now. Like, they got things moving on all cylinders, and they're not slowing down a single bit. And they showed right here, even in a situation where they might be put into a tough spot, even in a situation where the other team might be at an advantage, might be able to score, stuff just ends up going the Patriots' way. We can say it's luck for until we're blue in the face. At some point, people have to recognize Bill Belichick is the best coach in the history of professional football. It's just true. He's done it for too long. He's done it too well. The cheating, blatant cheating aside sometimes, but really, has it had a huge effect on the team or on the games? It hasn't really translated that. He's done well without it. He's done well with it. One welcome. And we're back. Forgot to plug in my my laptop charger. Here we go. Now, Mac Jones on his second drive of the afternoon, or the night, I should say. It was 6 rushing attempts straight for New England. They have not passed the ball yet. They're set up here at the 31-yard line. And Jones with 2 backs in the gun. Changing the play at the line. Looks like they're going blitz here, and it's going to be a handoff to Jonnu Smith, the tight end, and it's going to lose about 3 yards. Absolutely nothing going there on that play. That was an interesting call, running the ball with your tight end to the left. You would have thought you would at least have handed it off with Jonnu Smith being the one blocking, since he's a bigger body, since he's more so of a lead fullback type of player. But that's an interesting call there. You would have thought maybe you change it up and you throw the ball. Again, now 7 straight runs to start this game. No passes for the Patriots so far. Maybe they change it up here. Single back formation. Jones. And it's a jet sweep to Nelson Agholor. Agholor will pick up a few yards and get some really good positive yardage there, as Levy just said. So it's going to set up like maybe a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 situation. So nice pickup there by Agholor. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released, and put your questions in the chat. Third and 5 set up here with 5:40 left here in the first quarter. It is gonna be interesting to see what they do here. Do they pass the ball? They have not passed the ball at all. 3rd and 5. 8 in the box. 9 in the box. My God, for the Buffalo Bills, it's a toss here. And Harris is gonna take it all the way home. He had a big hole. And that's why you don't put 9 in the box for a play like that. Because when the hole opens up, he's going to take it. Damien Harris, 64 yards for a touchdown. I said they might want to pass the ball. This is why Bill Belichick's the greatest coach in the history of football. Because he knows significantly better than me. They put everyone in the box here. And the Patriots got him. The Patriots got him. And Damien Harris, number 37 for the New England Patriots, had a monstrous hole and took it the entire way. And now the Patriots are going for 2. They have set up here to go for 2 here. Interesting call here. We saw this happen with Baltimore yesterday. Here we go. Maybe they try a pass here. Mac Jones takes the snap, and it is another toss to the running back. Can he get the edge? He does. Was that Brandon Bolden? It was. Bolden, the longtime New England Patriot, finally gets it in there. 8-0 New England, just like that, off a bad punt and then a Bills turnover. They are able to capitalize. 8-0 New England right now. Bill Belichick, you are the greatest coach ever. This is spoken as a Ravens fan. I'm getting a Subway commercial. I love how Tom Brady's the next spokesman for Subway. Tom, I didn't work out too well for the last guy. Messy. Anyway, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever one of our daily videos is released. Daily videos on pro wrestling, the NFL, NBA, and a whole host of other things. Just released a video today on RG3 revealing some very interesting secrets about the Washington football team. So go check that out. Go check out our weekly podcast, Real Take Sports Talk, right here on the channel. Real Take Wrestle Talk live tomorrow night right here on the channel. So much to do in such little time, but why wouldn't you like, share, and subscribe? All that jazz. Also, hit up the chat with your questions, your comments, your takes on the games. I want to hear from you. This is a very chill stream. I want to hear from you. I will read out your comments, read out your questions. We'll have fun watching football. FWF. Fun watching football, people. Also, I know there's a lot of Ravens fans who are upset. There are a lot of Ravens fans who are upset about how the way the game ended, and I understand why. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's in Pittsburgh. It's an enemy. We're finally number 1 in the conference. Why would we risk it? And I think it's precisely because we were at that point number 1 in the conference. Why you do it? That and a whole host of other things. Let me explain. At that point, Marlon Humphrey was injured. He was not going to come back in the game. It's since been proven that he has torn his pec. He's out for the season. So we had no cornerbacks. We had 2 cornerbacks. We were down on safeties. Our defense wouldn't have been able to finish another drive. Just plain and simple. Our secondary would not have been able to finish another drive. So what do you do if you're Baltimore? You got a chance right there with 12 seconds left to win the game. And you know what? I like the call. It proves that we're not scared, that we trust our players, that we trust Lamar Jackson. And it was honestly a really great look, really great play call, really great, almost really great execution. The defense just was better in that play. That's all it was. And that happens sometimes. And you have to be willing to, if you live by the sword, you have to be willing to die by it. We don't go for it on 4th down in the Chiefs game. We're not winning that game. You got to go for it sometimes. And I like this play call. We're going to be better for it. And it just proves to everyone you got to watch out for these Ravens. Because they're not afraid. They're not afraid. All right? So, Ravens fans, RELAX. Relax. We're going to be fine. Bills fans, I don't know about y'all, though. Bill Belichick has run the ball 9 consecutive times to start this game. 0 passing attempts by Mac Jones, and they're up 8-0. So, Bills got to do something here after their last series ended on a fumble. They put the hands in Josh Allen. Josh Allen will fire a absolute dart to Stephon Diggs for a gain of 8 there. Second down coming up. Stephon Diggs has some of the surest hands in the NFL, man. The Vikings are just kicking themselves the fact that they drove that man away. They have to be. They have to be kicking themselves. Also, you should be kicking yourselves if you haven't hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Here we go. I formation for the Bills. And it is a handoff here to Singletary. And Singletary will go for a first down right around there. He got twisted up at the end of that play. And they're going to call it a first down here with 4:32 left in this first quarter. We get a look at Matt Judon, one of the leading sackers, one of the leading rushers on this team. Rushers of the quarterback, I should say. 8-0 game. 4:19 left in the first quarter. First down, Buffalo. Allen in the shotgun. Knocks in motion. Allen takes a snap. Looking, pocket collapsing, forced to run, steps up now, and he is going to be taken down, but not before he runs for a gain of about 1.5 yards. That's Josh Allen being Josh Allen. He's big, he's bold, and he's got a lot of speed that will surprise a lot of defenders. Actually, shouldn't surprise a lot of defenders. He's been doing this since day one in the league. That's what this guy does. Chucky Doll says, "Are you watching Raw? LOL." Am I watching Raw? Chucky. No. We don't do that. No. I stopped watching Raw a few months ago, like live. I'll go back and watch it recorded and skip through whatever I don't want to waste my time with, but no, I'm not watching Raw live. Don't let me know if Liv Morgan wins though. I will gladly watch her win if that's what happens. But let's see. Anyway, 2nd and 8. Again, Bills have to do something here. It's 2nd and 8. Josh Allen under center. Beasley in motion. And it is a handoff to Singletary again. This one goes for a gain of maybe an inch. No, a loss of about 0.5 yard, actually, is where they're going to mark him. So a loss of about 0.5 yard there. Not really good. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down. And honestly, if you're Buffalo, you might want to think about going for it. New England's going for 2 to begin in the first quarter. You might want to think about starting to go for it as well. But guys, if you haven't gone for that like button, subscribed, and hit that notification bell, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're waiting for. Daily videos on the NFL, NBA, AEW, and WWE. Do all of that, please, please, please. Allen takes the snap. He's rushed to his right. Rolling. Allen, flag goes flying. Fires it to the sideline, and it is caught by Cole Beasley. What a catch. What a catch by the biggest COVID denier in the NFL. Cole Beasley. Messi, allegedly. Allegedly. And it's coming back because of a holding penalty. Oh, absolutely brutal. That was a great catch by Cole Beasley. Amazing move by Josh Allen, but now we found out why it was so amazing. It was a blatant hold on Brown, holding Judon so he wouldn't get to the quarterback. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 for the Buffalo Bills. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. 3rd and 17. Allen obviously going to be in the shotgun here. 5 wide for Buffalo. Comes back into the backfield. The Singletary. Allen takes the snap. Allen being rushed. Gets rid of it. And it was a floater out for Sanders. And Allen got absolutely leveled by Christian Barmore at the end of that play. He wants a flag. He's not getting it. Christian Barmore, oh my God, that dude is massive, and he just, let's see this hit. Ooh, he got to him. My God, he got to him. I would not want to be tackled by Christian Barmore. I don't know why. Josh Allen's asking for a flag. That's not a flag. He He got there when the ball was being released. That's not a flag. He can't do anything about that, Josh. So Bills now forced to punt here. New England will get the ball back. And again, we're almost through with this first quarter. New England's about to go to, what, their third possession? As this one's a bouncer. And I think he might have touched it there. I think N'Keal Harry, the returner, might have touched it. And it might be Buffalo ball. Let's see. They're gonna say it's New England football, but I think it touched a New England returner, Harry. Let's see on the replay. Did it touch him? No, it does not. On the initial time, it doesn't touch him on the bounce. No. Did it hit his face? Oh, it grazed his face mask. He grazed his face mask, and then the Bills got it. So it's going to be interesting to see. Right now, they're still saying it's New England ball. But I don't know. Bills might need to challenge that one. Bills legitimately might need to challenge that one. Ooh, my goodness. The NFL is the gift that keeps on giving. He grazed his face mask. The referees might want to take a look at that one. And Buffalo did cleanly recover it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take a look at it as they go to commercial break. It's an amazing time for all of you watching at home to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever one of our daily videos is released. My goodness gracious. Great balls of fire, as Paul Heyman would say. We knew it was going to be one of those games. Two teams that know each other. Two franchises that have played each other a lot. The Buffalo Bills have been the little brother in the scenario for over 2 decades. Almost 3 decades since they went on that 4 straight Super Bowl appearance, 4 straight Super Bowl loss streak. They've been the little brother in this division. They've been the little brother to New England Patriots. They want to prove that they are actually a top-tier team, and the New England is no longer one of those top-tier teams, but they're going to have to prove it here tonight. And it's the perfect situation to do it. You got to win this game, and you got to win this game. There's nothing else. If you're Buffalo, you have to win this game. So, I think I might have missed a play. I'm not even going to hold you. Oh, Davis scored a touchdown. Yeah, I totally missed a play. Whoops. It be like that. It be like that. Whoopsies, whoopsies, whoopsies. Anyway, still hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So, Josh Allen just threw a touchdown to Davis in the end zone right off of that turnover by New England. So now Mac Jones will take over at the 25-yard line. I am actually 100% live here. Mac Jones is going to take over at the 25-yard line, and he's going to hand it off once again, 10th handoff of the game. And the running back, 38, will take it all the way for a first down. Rumble and bumble and stumble through Buffalo Bills defenders. Stevenson will for a first down. Ramondre Stevenson. What a name this kid has. 10 straight rushes for New England to start this game. No passing attempts as we enter the last 90 seconds of the first quarter. Jones changes the play at the line. They got 8 in the box here. It's going to be play action. First pass of the game is over the head of Jonnu Smith, but Jonnu Smith juggles and catches it for a first down. It was high, but Jonnu Smith tipped it up to himself and caught it off a bobble. The floater was a little too high. What a great catch by Jonnu Smith. Amazing concentration. Brings it into his body. Was he able to hold it on his way to the ground? Absolutely. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable catch by Jonnu Smith here. First down, New England. New England at midfield. Another handoff here to Stevenson. across the 50, gain of about 6. Nice gain of about 6, as that's going to wind down the first quarter. And they're going into the win, so you would think that they are going to run this clock out and just play for the second quarter, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So after 1, it is 8-7. New England. New England has run the ball 11 times in this game, only passed the ball once, and they are leading by 1. But the Bills scored late on that touchdown pass to Davis after that muffed kick return, and muff punt, I should say, as I just hit my mic. It's one of those days, isn't it? But yeah, we got plenty of football to go. Here we go. Ryan Woodridge is in the chat. Welcome, Ryan. Ryan Woodridge in the chat says, "Hi, bro. Who should I pick for NBA DraftKings?" Oh my God, NBA DraftKings. That's a great question. And I'm probably the wrong person to be asking about that. But I mean, are you in like a fantasy league? Is that it, or are you in like a daily fantasy thing? Is it like a fantasy thing, or explain further? Expand on your question, son. And also, you guys in the chat, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and put your questions in the chat. Let's talk. Let's have it out. Let me know who you think is the best team in the NFL. Who's the best team, and why is it the Baltimore Ravens? Don't come after me for that one. I know they're not, but I'm a fan. I gotta stick to it. Interesting game so far here. As I think, can we go down? Is that a thing I can do here? Can I go down, see some of the stats? I think I can. Yep. There we go. So we got some of these initial stats here. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yep, we can. So these are some of the initial stats of the game. You can see New England on the left, Buffalo on the right here. First downs, 3-3, even rushing. For somehow New England has some passing first downs. Interesting. Trying to see if there's a stat that really stands out. I mean, obviously the yards per attempt stat for New England, all the passing stats for New England are very much skewed because of the fact that they only had 1 pass attempt in this game. Third down efficiency is the same. Red zone efficiency, Buffalo, not much. I mean, total yardage, you could say New England has more. Buffalo really only scored off that 1 turnover, and before that, they punted a few times. They turned the ball over. So Buffalo's still got a lot of work to do. They got lucky with that muffed punt, but they got to get better. They absolutely have to get better as this game goes along. They're not going to be able to win this game. Especially the way the New England is just methodically running the football however they want, passing the football to Jonnu Smith, making amazing catches as he is. Let's see if they can stop him here, as New England has the wind with them on the other side of this break for the quarter. Handoff here to Richardson, and it is going to be stuffed. He is stuffed like a pancake. Flattened like a pancake, I should say, by the Buffalo defense. 3rd and 4 coming up for Mac Jones at midfield. Let's see. You would think maybe a play action pass, but this is a team that's run it on 3rd down. Bill Belichick has drawn up some very eloquent, very interesting run packages. Let's see what they do here. 12 rushes in this game, only 1 pass. Man goes in motion. 3rd and 4. Jones will hand it off, and Bolden will pick up a first down and more. He's got a hole. Bolden rumbles, bumbles, and stumbles at the 30-yard line. And they run the ball again on this Buffalo defense on a very cold night in Buffalo, very windy night in Buffalo, and they are able to pick up a first down. Maybe the wind carried him, but Bolden is a veteran. He knows how to get to the hole, and he knows how to attack the hole, and he did exactly that to pick up that first down for New England right there. Jakob Johnson, the fullback in there. Love that name. Jonnu Smith in motion. I formation here for New England. Handoff to Stevenson, the running back. Stevenson will spin his way for a gain of 3. Nice little gain there by Stevenson, setting up a nice 2nd and 7 for New England here with 13:21 left in this half. Camera cuts to Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, man, been feasting lately, I can tell. He had a good Thanksgiving. Good to see Josh McDaniels had a good Thanksgiving. Love to see it. Josh McDaniels, one of the best coordinators in NFL history. Not a great head coach. Not a great head coach. We'll get into that later. Here we go. 2nd and 7, New England. Handoff here to Stevenson again. Stevenson will be tackled after another gain of maybe, 2 or 3, 4? Sets up a 3rd and 4 there. So nice little game by Stevenson, setting up a 3rd and manageable for New England. They're already in field goal range. They've got the wind going along with them, so that's working in their favor. Let's see if they can finish here. New England they did go for 2 earlier in the game. Don't be surprised if they go for it here on 3rd down, especially when it's not a chip shot with the wind. Handoff here to Stevenson. Stevenson attacks the hole, and he gets attacked and stuffed. Maybe a yard gain. They're going to be generous to give him a 1.5 yards, but it's going to be 4th down for New England. Let's see what Bill Belichick decides here. Bill Belichick, it looks like he's thinking they're getting the field goal team on a little late here with 20 seconds left on the play clock, and that wind is swirling there in Buffalo. It's kind of leaning in their direction here, but it is still swirling a little bit. They got wind up to 20 to 30 miles. Nick Folk, 31 of 34 on field goals this season. This one from 41 yards. The kick is up, on its way, and he drills it. 11-7. That is not a score that you thought you would see here tonight, but the Patriots are right now up 11-7 here on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo in Orchard Park. Love to see it, I guess. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ryan Woodridge asks, I would use Curry, Green, Mo Bamba, Morrison for tonight. Lineup, daily fantasy. I like that. Mo Bamba, by the way, big shout out to Mo Bamba. He got people calling his mother-loving phone right now. Big ups to Mo Bamba, leading the league in blocks right now. He's a monster. Green might actually be the first NBA player, I think, ever to be selected to an all-star game, having only singles in his stat line. Like, he's having a very underrated season. No one's ever going to talk about it. No one's going to give him the much due gratitude that he does deserve. Ryan also asks in the chat, "Hi, bro. What did you think of the Lions beating the Vikings on Sunday?" DC, Dan Campbell. It was hurting me more than it was hurting him at this point, honestly. Watching what the Lions were doing to this poor man, crying after multiple games, not being enough to inspire his team to win. It was tough for a lot of weeks. But I said it before, and I will say it again. Dan Campbell is a very good coach, coaching what is a putrid franchise, and who is not talented. Their most talented player is probably, their most talented player outside of Swift is their quarterback, Jared Goff. And Jared Goff, I think, is a good quarterback who at times can be great. He's not a great quarterback, but he also didn't need to be. Look at what he did at the Rams while just being very, very good and executing that offense. He led him to a Super Bowl. And the way things look, that's probably more than Matthew Stafford is going to be able to say as an LA Ram. Again, early, but he hasn't done it yet. All right? And he struggled mightily this season in the last few games. So it's good to see that. It's good to see it for Jared Goff. It's good to see it for Dan Campbell. No one wants to see a team go 0-16 or 0-winless, basically. No one wants to see a team go winless. This is a team that's also been in a lot of games. They've been in a lot of games late. They've been right there, and at some point, they just had to win. At some point, they had to win, and at some point, you watching right now have to be like, why haven't I hit that like button, subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever new videos are released? So do that, as this kick is muffed off the hands of the returner, and they're going to give him a touchback. That was interesting. Off that kickoff, the Buffalo returner, it went right through his hands, but luckily it went through the back of the end zone as well. So that's going to be a touchback. Buffalo will start at the 25-yard line. Oh, here we go. Diehard Bengals fan is here. What's up, Cincy? The Bengals lost. I'm sad. Ravens lost, and I'm pretty content about it. Also, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ryan Woodridge asks, do you see the Vikings coach getting fired soon? Mike Zimmer has to be fired. At some point, he has to be fired. I like Mike Zimmer. He's a great defensive mind. Worst decision of his life and worst decision the Vikings ever made was getting rid of Case Keenum and paying Kirk Cousins all that money. As Singletary or Zach Moss, I should say, Moss gaining about 4 yards there. But the worst decision the Vikings ever made was, 1, getting rid of Case Keenum, and 2, signing Kirk Cousins to that massive deal that, 1, really hurt their team as far as the salary cap and who they could sign, who they could keep, and 2, really restricted them because Kirk Cousins was not a leader of men. Stephon Diggs got run out of town because Kirk Cousins and him didn't mesh well, because he didn't like this quarterback. People like to play for Case Keenum. It was efficient. They were running the ball. They were dominating. But no, we need to get this new shiny toy that everyone's talking about instead of fixing something that actually wasn't broken. Crazy. But yeah, I think Mike Zimmer's had too many dud seasons. Even if they make the playoffs, I think they make the change. Although I've been saying that about Matt Nagy for 2 years now, and it hasn't happened, so who knows. 3rd and 2 coming up here for Buffalo. Allen takes the snap. Allen fires and is caught by Davis. Davis with the catch and run all the way to midfield. Davis having a really good showing early on in this game, and he's got a little bit of a limp here as the Bills will take over around the 50-yard line. That was the old just snap and throw there by Josh Allen. He got rid of it. He knew exactly where he was going with it too, and he just threw a freaking dart to Davis. Great job there. Guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Josh Allen 5 for 7 for 40 yards in this game and a touchdown. 2 backs in the backfield. Allen on a keeper will run and get leveled, but he's running through a tackle. Great job there by Josh Allen, lowering the boom on those New England defenders, gaining about 5 yards there. That's going to set up a 2nd and 5, possibly a 2nd and 6 situation here for Buffalo. Really great job there by Josh Allen. Diehard Bengals fan says Dan Campbell's the best coach in the league. We'll get to that in a second because I have thoughts on that. Ryan Woodridge says, are you going to bring Trevor in to watch the game? Trevor's a busy man. Trevor's a very busy man, especially at nights. He's got his own thing to do. I will try to get him on a game just because you asked, Ryan. We'll set up a time. We'll get him on a game. Here we go. It's a read option here, and it's going to be handoff to the running back. I believe that's Moss. Gain of about 3, possibly 4. It's going to set up like a 3rd and 2. So, again, another third down situation, 3rd and 2 situation, I should say, for the Buffalo Bills right here, live on Monday Night Football, Real Take Sports. We got so much to talk about. I don't know. Brain went blank. Since he in the chat asked about Dan Campbell being the best coach in the league. Is Dan Campbell the best coach in the league? Obviously not. As here on 3rd down, it's a handoff here to Moss, and Moss will reach for a 1st down, and he's got the 1st down. So, circling the wagons, that's what the Buffalo Bills do best, and that is exactly what they are doing right now. Anyway, back to the best coach in the league argument. There's a few people I think that could be considered the best coach in the league. This year, right now, Bill Belichick, I think, is making the strongest case. The next person who's making the strongest case, honestly, John Harbaugh. When you consider the amount of injuries and the way that team is constructed, for them to be 8-4 at this point, I think 17, 18 players now on IR, they're 8-4 somehow. it's a real testament to John Harbaugh's coaching ability, as this handoff to Moss will go for about no gain for Buffalo. Second down coming up for them with 7:07 left in the second quarter. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I think honestly it's those two. Cliff Kingsbury obviously is going to get a lot of talk because of the fact that his team is 9-2 right now. I believe 10-2 now, but they're doing very well. I think John Harbaugh is making a case, but with all of the talk, with the way they started 2-4 in the New England Patriots, I think it's Bill Belichick right now. I'd give it. And I'm a Ravens fan, and I say I'd vote for Bill Belichick given the opportunity, because he's out here to prove it. He's out here to prove that it was not just Tom Brady. It was also me, damn it. And the Bills just got called for a delay of game. They got called for a delay of game, and Sean McDermott is testy at the refs right now. I could see some F-bombs. I could see some F-bombs being thrown the refs' way right now. My goodness. So delay game. It's going to turn this second down. That's his 2nd and 9, I should say, to a 2nd and 14 now. 2nd and 14 here for Buffalo, right around the 44-yard line. Allen takes a snap. Has time, and he is wrapped up and sacked. Christian Barmore was in on it, as well as whoever the hell was 95. 90 and 95. Christian Barmore was in on that pressure. Who was that, number 95? I don't know. I don't know who that is, but damn it, he got there. It's a big man, and he took Josh Allen the hell down. 31 sacks for New England, tied for 9th in the NFL so far this season. So now a 2nd and long turns into what is now a 3rd and 19, 3rd and impossible, you could say, with there are 50 mile-per-hour winds in this game. As Allen takes the snap, rush to his right, fires, and it is incomplete. It was, what a great attempt to throw the ball. Great attempt there on a throw to Knox. But the New England Patriots defenders were both there, and they punched that ball out immediately, causing the incompletion. They had the opportunity. That was just great defense there by Phillips. Adrian Phillips just punches that ball out, incomplete. Great job by them. 4th and 19. Another drive, another punt for the Buffalo Bills. So New England's going to get the ball back here. And they're going to wave this off. And it's going to go down at about the 15-yard line. So that's where it's going to be downed. At the 15-yard line. And that is where Mac Jones, who has not thrown the ball many times, who's thrown the ball, once, I think, in this whole game? Let's go down the stats real quick. I'm pretty sure Mac Jones has only thrown the ball once this whole game. Yep, Mac Jones has thrown the ball once this whole entire football game. And New England is up by 4. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I'll let you know. I'll tell you who. Me. Same person who's going to tell you to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Got daily videos on the NFL, the NBA, WWE, AEW, and so much more. Diehard Bengals fan says Trevor is busy every day but Tuesdays. He's the opposite of Triple H, Diehard Bengals fan, because Triple H, as we know, did not want to work Tuesdays. Guys, put your questions in the chat. Leave a chat using the link pinned up as well in the YouTube chat if you're feeling generous. If not, still leave your chat in the box here. We'll get to that as well. The game is very entertaining, absolutely entertaining, and why wouldn't it be? You have two of the juggernauts of the American Football Conference in the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills going head-to-head at each other. This is what football is all about. Two of the best teams in the best conference at the best time to watch football Monday night. I've had a long-ass day of work. Long day of work, tired, but you know what got me out of bed into this chair to watch this game? freaking football. That's what's so amazing about sports. That's what's so amazing about the sport of professional football too. Because no matter what, you could be feeling down. When the game comes on, it all goes away. The tiredness, the exhaustion, it all goes away, and you're just enjoying football like we are here. So hit that like button. It helps out the algorithm, helps my self-esteem as well. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever one of our daily videos is released. So much to do, so much to see, so much to talk about. Also, leave your questions in the chat. We're going to get to those as well. And, of course, as always, if you're feeling frisky, if you're feeling generous, if you have the time, please hit that link in the chat and donate a chat as well. We would much appreciate that. Not necessary, but we would appreciate that as well. Please also leave your questions in the chat. I cannot emphasize that enough. Please leave your questions. It gives me something to talk about other than the game when these assholes at ESPN decide to go to break. Two of the best defenses also in the NFL. I want to state that too. Chucky Doll says, nowadays it's hard to find people who love wrestling or watch wrestling. Absolutely. You don't watch Raw or SmackDown? I do watch Raw and SmackDown. I watch SmackDown live. I don't watch Raw live because I don't have 3 hours of my time to give that show. It does not deserve 3 hours live of my time. I watch it afterwards, and I kind of just DVR through the bad parts. Anyway, second down here, coming up for New England. Second down for New England here. And Miami, by the way, I just want to make this note. Miami has won 5 straight there at 6-7. Don't count them out for the playoffs. They are hitting their strides right now. Let's see if New England can hit a stride here. 2nd and 12. Backed up within their own 20 here. Mac Jones takes the snap. Play is blown dead. Flags go flying. Ref ball is alive and well here in Buffalo. We got massive red ref ball, but no, they're going to say it's not a ref ball. It's not a penalty. It is going to be a timeout by New England. So that's interesting. Why did you throw the flag if it was a timeout? You're just trying to trigger the fans like me. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to trigger the fans. It's not great. And Sean McDermott needs to calm down, man. Sean McDermott needs to calm down before they call a flag on him. I get the passion. I get all that. He's been angry for a while now with the ref. He's been yelling at the refs. They only give you so much time. They only give you so much leeway before you get called for, wait for it, that dreaded 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. You don't want it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to see it. Anyway, back to the game. I think we're back to it. 118 rushing yards, by the way, for New England in this game. Absolutely crazy. 4:31 left in the second quarter. 2nd and 12. New England coming out of their timeout. I want to see if they're able to throw the ball. This would be a time to go for play action. I think everyone in Buffalo is going to expect you to run the ball. And I'm expecting them to. They got Damien Harris in the backfield. Mac Jones changing the play at the line. Audibles again. Calls 41 the mic. Here we go. Toss here to Harris. And Harris, the play gets blown up. The Bills bring him down inside the 10-yard line. A loss of 5 on that play as the clock strikes 4:20 here in the end, or towards the end of this second quarter. Very nice. But not so nice if you're Harris. Not so nice if you're New England. They have got a 3rd and nearly impossible to go here. Hello, Jonathan Collins. Good to see you as well. Diehard Bengals fan in the chat says, if the Bengals win the playoff, if a playoff game this year, Zach Taylor's the lock for Coach of the Year. Very well may be the case. We'll get to that in the second, Cincy. 3rd and long here. New England will hand it off, play it safe. And here's Bolden with another big run. He will run for about 10. He's a few yards short, and you got to think, if they weren't backed up in their own territory, maybe, just maybe, Bill Belichick would think about going for it on a 4th down, but that's not the case here. 4th and 6, you're backed up, you gotta punt the ball, and that's a smart move. And my goodness, Sean McDermott, passionate is one way to describe him. He is hot right now. He is yelling, screaming, but that's also what football is about, the passion, the drive, the emotion of the game. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm caught up in the emotion as well. Here we go. New England off the punt, and let's see if this is a good one. I think the New England defender went out of bounds. that might be a penalty on New England, or at least maybe they didn't see it, but he definitely went out of bounds on that punt. So interesting. Josh Allen coming up next here on Monday Night Football with about 3 minutes left in this second quarter, 3 minutes left in this first half. We're going to see what Josh Allen has to do, has to say, has to respond in this game. Patriots running game is nice, says diehard Bengals fan. I'm going to keep calling you diehard Bengals fan. You're Cincy. Cincy says the Patriots are running the ball very effectively. Absolutely they are. That's what they do. They run the ball effectively. Bill Belichick knows how to dial up these runs. He knows how to. Josh McDaniels also knows how to design these great running plays with using these backs. They've used a jet sweep. They've used fakes. They've used the option. They are using everything at their disposal. And I don't think it's to necessarily hide Mac Jones. I think it's to keep Mac Jones' reps limited. There's a lot of wind in this game. You don't want him to throw some errant passes. You don't want the confidence to go down. You want to keep that thread of the run there. And why not? Keep it there. If it's not broken, don't fix it. It's exactly what I said about the Minnesota Vikings situation with Case Keenum and Kirk Cousins. It wasn't broken when they had Case Keenum. There was no need to fix it. But they did. How many Super Bowls have they been? How many NFC Championship games have they been back to since? None. Diehard Bengals fan, earlier you said, diehard Bengals fan, Cincy, my gosh. Earlier you said that if the Bengals win a playoff game, that Zach Taylor is a lock for Coach of the Year. That is an interesting take. Here is my take on that. If the Bengals win a playoff game, I think Zach Taylor, by the way, I think Zach Taylor should be in the running for Coach of the Year anyway. I think that was definitely a name that I did not bring up and I should have brought up. Zach Taylor's in the running for it. If they win a playoff game, and let's say if they finish like 12-5, I would say yeah. He could. He's a definite top contender for Coach of the Year. But I do think the Ravens, and I understand that I seem like a homer. I'm a Ravens fan. I get all that. With 17 players on IR, with all of the adversity that they faced, with everything that was thrown their way, for them to possibly not only make the playoffs, but be at the top of the conference, win the division, given the fact that their entire backfield was decimated, their secondary now is completely gone. They've had a lot of injuries, and my goodness gracious, like I just, if they go like 12-5, you got to think it would be John Harbaugh. As here on first down, the Bills will run the ball ineffectively, I might add. Definitely not as effectively as New England Patriots. And they are going to gain nothing. Zilch, nada, 9 on that play. But I'm hopefully going to gain some love from all of you who are watching right now. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as I just hit my funny bone. That's the price I'm willing to pay for your entertainment. Ow, my funny bone. Here we go, 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Buffalo Bills. Allen, play action, fires to his right. It's caught by Diggs, and he trips. He slipped right there at about the 40. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Bills. And I think they're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning here with 2:10 left, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Unless, they're going to try to draw them off sides here. I don't think they got to the line in time. No, they're not going to get them off sides. 2-minute warning here. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Buffalo Bills on the other side of this break. So, guys, that means it's the perfect time for everyone in the chat, everyone who's watching, to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so they get notified whenever a new video is released. Daily videos on the NFL, the NBA, WWE, AEW, much more. My funny bone still hurts like a biznitch, but I'm here for it. So please leave your questions in the chat. Chucky Dawes earlier had a question or a statement about WWE, and I just want to be clear. I do watch Raw and SmackDown. I watch SmackDown usually all the way through. But I watch it like the next day or something. I just, on Friday nights, I just don't have the time nor the patience sometimes to watch it live. Same thing with Raw. With Raw, it's strictly, I just don't have the patience. I obviously have the time. I'm doing this right now, but I don't have the patience for Raw. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just very jaded by what I've seen in WWE so far. The events are great. NXT was a fine show. Um, 1 second, sorry guys. This is a perfect time to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell as I send a very quick message out. Um, oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, so yeah, it's just I'd rather not waste 5 hours of my life like live at that moment. With AEW, it's easy. It's 2 hours on Wednesdays. I can just get it done right then and there, and it's something I look forward to watching. So that's just my view on it. I don't hate anyone who does. I still watch the shows. I still talk about the shows every single week live on Tuesday nights on this YouTube channel. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever those happened. Diehard Bengals fan in the chat says, imagine the Bengals win 2 playoff games. Cincy, I feel like you would, I don't know what you would do. I feel like you would cry. I genuinely feel like you and Bengals fans everywhere would cry if that were the case. And rightfully so. The Bengals have been a dumpster fire of a franchise for their entire existence, it would seem like. When Chris Collinsworth is the greatest player in the history of your franchise, that's a problem. Big shout out to Chris Collinsworth and his slide in on Sunday Night Football. Him, Michelle, and Al are the best on TV. Fight me. And the Bills are out to prove that they are the best in the AFC East here. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, 3rd and 3 here for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills at the 41-yard line. Allen takes a snap. Rushed by Judon. Judon gets the hit, and the ball is batted down. Incomplete, and Josh Allen is slow to get up. He was slow to get up. He's running off the field now, but oof, Matthew Judon got to him unimpeded, and boom, lowered the boom right to Josh Allen, driving his face, driving his shoulder, driving his body right into the dirt. Josh Allen will feel that hit tomorrow. He'll be feeling that for the next week here as the Bills are once again doing what they do best in this game, punting the football. And here's the punt. Gets away. It's going to give New England a chance here. And the kick is going to be fair, caught at the 25, so just as good as a touchback there. New England with about 152, 153 left here in this first half. They've been running the ball an awful lot. They have been running the ball an awful lot here. You would think, possibly, maybe it's time to finally start throwing the ball. As they're zooming in here on Mac Jones right now, warming up to throw the ball. He's looked like he's warming up fine. But it's going to be interesting to see. They got the wind with them, so that's going to help some of Mac Jones' throws go deeper. But perhaps it is an issue of the velocity. Perhaps it is an issue of they don't want him to throw errant passes when he doesn't need to. Right now, his stat line for the entire half, almost 2 quarters of football, 1 for 1 for 12 yards, perfect completion percentage, but only 1 attempt. I think that's going to change on this drive. It has to change on this drive. They've run the ball 19 times, only passed the ball once. They're in an I formation here. They might just keep running the ball here with 1:48 left. Let's see what happens. Jones takes the snap. It is going to be a run up the middle with Harry, and Harry's going to break tackles. Goes all the way out to the 43. A pickup of almost 17. What a pickup there by Harry. Let's see what happened here. I think the fullback Johnson just... No, it was the left guard pulling. Opened up an amazing hole. Gets a block from N'Keal Harry. Damien Harris, I should say, rather. Taking it for 17. And that's why I guess you keep running the ball here. And that's what they're going to do here. Damien Harrison. We'll take it up for a gain of 1. And now Harris is limping off now. With now just under a minute to go. 58, 57, 56 seconds left in this first quarter. Time is of the essence. 2 timeouts still here for Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. Stevenson is in at running back. At some point, they got to fake him with a play action. They're playing 9 in the box here. No, they're going to hand it off to Stevenson. And that's going to go nowhere with 38, 37, 36, 35, 34 seconds. The time is just running off the clock, and Bill Belichick finally, by God, finally takes a timeout here. It's so weird. They have not they have not passed the ball outside of that one amazing catch by Jonnu Smith. The Patriots have not run the ball at all, or not passed the ball at all. And even with the time expiring here, they're still up by 4, granted, and their defense is playing immaculate football right now. They are not letting up. I know I've said this a lot tonight. It's got to be the case. They got to throw the ball here. You have to throw they're going to throw the ball here. I'll dye my hair. I will dye my hair if they run the ball on this play. I will dye my hair if they run the ball on this play. 34 seconds, 3rd and 7 here at the 45-yard line. Stop. They ran the ball. And Stevenson's going to stumble all the way to the 50. About 2.5 yards short. I'm going to dye my hair, I guess. Fuck. All right, cool. I'm dyeing my hair. Because Bill Belichick wants to just run out the clock. Who is this guy? 15, 14. I think they're going to take this down. They're probably going to take this down with just a few seconds left and try or are they just going to let it run out completely? Bills take a timeout here with 7 seconds. Bills took a timeout here with 7 seconds, forcing New England's hand. They're going to force New England to make a decision here about what they're going to do. The Pats are very content, like more content than anyone I've ever seen ever in NFL history running the ball. Like, this is wild what they're doing. But hey, they're up by 4. Bill Belichick's the greatest coach in the NFL history. What can you say? What can you say? But they got to make a decision here with 7 seconds. Do you do the old punt, run around for a few seconds, and then just run out of bounds? You know Bill Belichick doesn't care about stats. Don't be surprised if that's what they do. They like to take care of the football. That's what I would do if I was Bill Belichick. Go max protection on the punt and just have your punter run around for 7 seconds. He can do that and just run out of bounds as the clock expires. So let's see what happens here. Do they punt the ball? That's what I'm interested to see, because I cannot predict what's going through Bill Belichick's mind right now. They look like they're in max protection here. Let's see what they do, because remember, holding penalties actually would work in New England's favor because the clock would run out anyway, so they could just hold these players back. And they're going to punt it away. Really high punt, good hang time, and that is going to take us to halftime. As it is down at the 5, halftime score, 11-7. New England Patriots are winning the battle in Buffalo, the battle for the AFC East. 11-7, not a score you see many times, not a score you hope to see, not a score you really thought you would see in the NFL in 2021. Yet here we are. Bill Belichick is coaching. Bill Belichick and the Patriots are somehow still the number 1 seed in the NFL. Nothing, to quote some presidential candidates, nothing will fundamentally change. That's how the NFL goes. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. The game might have gone away, but we are not going anywhere right now. It's still me. It's still here. Put your questions in the chat. Hit up that link as well that is pinned in the chat if you're feeling generous. Throw us a $5, throw us a chat there. You'll be guaranteed to have that read out loud as well. Since the edits in the chat, diehard Bengals fan, I should say, in the chat is talking about Ken Riley being the best player in Bengals history. Greatest player in Bengals history is still Chris Collinsworth. Chris Collinsworth is the most notable player in the history of that franchise. Fight me. Diehard Bengals fan also says, it's weird seeing the Pats not passing. This is a franchise that has been known for Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe. They've been known to being able to pass the football. Bill Belichick's also been known to be very unconventional sometimes. He's playing 3-dimensional chess. It's exactly what he's doing now, and right now he's winning. Bill Belichick is winning. Patriots have 149 yards rushing. They have that sole touchdown. They went for 2. They got that field goal. They're up 11-7. And had it not been for a special teams mix-up, had it not been for a special teams muff, New England probably would have been up 11-0, considering the way that the Buffalo Bills offense has been playing today. absolutely ridiculous. The Bills are punting on every single offensive series outside of the one where they were set up within their own 15-yard line and they scored. Can't do that. Sean McDermott's got to reset. The offense has got to reset. The offensive line has got to play better because Josh Allen's getting driven into the freaking dirt, and you can't have that happen to your franchise quarterback, especially considering all the hits that he takes on a daily basis, weekly basis, I should say, because they're not allowed to hit the quarterback in practice. What am I talking about? Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ken Riley is 5th all-time in interceptions. RIP. Could be worse. Could be number 1. Big shout out to Brett Favre, man. Brett Favre, what a guy that was. Still is. But, man, Brett Favre was... It was in... Brett Favre... Seeing Brett... Here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe it was the time I grew up in. Seeing Brett Favre play was... I don't know. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like... Even like watching him on TV whenever his games would be on. Even when he was crap. Even when the teams he was on were crap. When Brett Favre would come on, no matter what, it would be must-see TV. Like, Brett Favre was that type of player. It didn't matter what the situation was. And it was different when Brett Favre was playing. It was different. Ken Riley was the DB. Well, that shows you how much I know or care about Bengals history. Who gives a fuck, Cincy? I'll love Cincy. That was mean. Hey, Ken Riley might be number... He might be numbers, was it 5 in interceptions all time? Doesn't matter if no one remembers. Outside of Cincinnati. I'm so sorry. I'm trolling you, Cincy. Although Ed Reed, I believe, didn't Ed Reed retire at like number 5 or something? No, he was... how many interceptions did Ken Riley have? Does anyone know that? Anyone can pull that stat up for me? Anyone? Hopefully someone can. Interesting. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all genders, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. We one half of football away, and we are here. Ed Reed had 64 interceptions, by the way, Cincy, so yeah, okay, fair enough. Ed Reed's still a better player. Fight me. Anyway, so let's take a look at some of these next-gen stats, as they say. These are not next-gen stats. It's just regular stats. So let me try to pull this up so everyone can see properly. There we go. So as you can see right here, as you couldn't see right there. So New England's in the left column, Buffalo's in the right. It goes away team, home team. First downs, you can see New England having 2 more first downs. Doesn't really matter because New England really, outside of that one drive where they just went on that 64-yard run by Harris for the touchdown, they've been just running the ball. They've been solely relying in this game on running the ball for some reason. Again, I think it might have something to do with not wanting Mac Jones to throw errant passes. We know he's got a decent arm, not the strongest arm in the world, but a very decent arm. So maybe that's the reason, as I don't know what the glitches are going on here, so please bear with it. Again, Patriots with 149 yards rushing. The Bills only with 33, and the Bills just have not done great offensively in the passing game either. 6 for 10, 41 yards, not getting it done for the Buffalo Bills. 1 for 1 for 12 yards. Mac Jones, that's what's getting it done for the New England Patriots right now. Also, I know it only says 1 sack there for Buffalo in that right column. Well, I'll tell you this. The Buffalo Bills are absolutely letting Josh Allen take a lot of unnecessary hits. They've got to either get the running game in order or they've got to learn how to protect their quarterback. If you can't do either of those, this is not going to be a fun game for Josh Allen. Definitely not going to be a fun game for Bills fans. Let's see what if there's any other stats. Of course, you had the one. You had each team have 1 turnover. The New England Patriots had that turnover where they actually muffed the punt, and that's what led to that. Again, I don't understand what's happening here with the glitches. And then the Buffalo Bills had that 1 turnover that also led to a touchdown for the New England Patriots. So that's where we stand, 11-7 now. Interested to see. It's a very good game. This is actually a very good game. The score might actually like deceive you, but this is a very good game of football. I like what I'm seeing. It's interesting to see Bill Belichick running the ball like 20 times to only passing the ball once, especially with Mac Jones, inarguably the rookie of the year. Maybe Jamar Chase is also in that same category as well. He's playing great football down there from Miami. By the way, both these teams got to watch out for Miami. They have won 5 in a row. Miami is 6-7. They finished last season 10-6, somehow on the outside of the playoff picture. They're not happy about that. Tua Tagovailoa knows that everyone is talking about him potentially leaving. The trade rumors between him and Deshaun Watson. Well, I'll tell you, Tua is saving his job is what he's doing right now. Diehard Bengals fan, at least my quarterback isn't a running back. Hey, just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. I love Lamar Jackson. I want to make that clear. I love Lamar Jackson. I love what he brings to the table. I love what he's doing. Man, oh man, though, like they've got to get this in order. The offensive line isn't playing great, and I think that's part of it. Obviously, I think the running back situation has gotten better. I think Devonta Freeman has kind of not solidified, but just evened out and balanced out that offensive running attack. He's been kind of a steady force in that running game, so I think he's good on that realm. But my, oh my, Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson got to figure this out because, man, oh man, like what's going on? It just doesn't look like Lamar is going through his reads sometimes. He's throwing off his back foot. He's making fundamental mistakes, and I get it. I love Lamar Ball more than anyone. I'm a Ravens fan. I love Lamar Ball. But at some point, it's got to be. You got to get away from the Lamar Ball and go back to some of the fundamentals, which made Lamar Jackson great. That's one of the things in 2018, 2019 especially, when he led the league in touchdowns, when he won the unanimous MVP. That's one of the things that was so great about him. You could see the dude was going through his progressions, taking his time. If it wasn't there downfield, he'd get the yards that he could get. And that's what I think you're seeing less and less of. I think there's a combination of the lack of reliance on the pieces around him, as well as I think I don't want to, and I'm not trying to make anti-Lamar or whatever. I think it's a combination of also how we're playing, calling a lot of plays, and just the pieces around him, and also just I think Lamar just kind of feels like he has to do it all the time, and he just doesn't. Sometimes making the easy, quick decision is what is best for your football team. And I think hopefully he'll figure that out in the last few games of the season, because if you watch the film, it becomes very apparent that is the case. Let me know what you guys think though about that in the chat. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Diehard Bengals fan says Jamar Chase is winning the MVP. I mean, Jamar Chase is doing fine. He's doing fine. He's not great. He's doing fine. Although, wasn't the talk earlier in the season if there's or not the MVP, the rookie of the year? Sorry, not an MVP. Chucky Dolls in the chat says if Liv Morgan wins, we celebrate. Chucky Dolls, don't spoil that match for me, please. Do not spoil that match for me. I will watch it. Probably either later tonight or tomorrow morning or something. I'll watch it, but don't spoil that match for me. But yeah, I think Jamar Chase is having a really good season. Who was that? Who was it? Oh well, I mean, can we talk about Jonathan Taylor for a second? I really want to talk about Jonathan Taylor because this kid is absolutely killing it. Jonathan Taylor is 2 years younger than me, which is crazy to think. Already this season, he's got 1,300 yards. 16 touchdowns. The dude is having a Derrick Henry level performance. So, great job by him, man. This dude is taking over games like it's nobody's business. And for a team that really needs it, the Colts really needed him, and they got him yesterday in that shutout win against the Houston Texans, the Houston Texans, because they know they're teching down in Houston, the Houston Texans, I should say. So, really good to see Jonathan Taylor. I was waiting to see how long it would take him to come on, especially with Hines and all those other guys in that running back room. They had a lot of really good running backs in Indianapolis. So good to see him coming on like that. Love to see that. Jonathan Taylor for MVP says, diehard Bengals fan. I don't care about quarterbacks. Look, kid. I mean, I think, I mean, look, I'm with you to an extent. Like, he is the most valuable player on his team, but if we're going by that stat, if it's like literally which one player is most valuable to their team, and they wouldn't be in that situation without, where are the Ravens without Lamar Jackson? Where are they without Lamar Jackson? Like, I think he's in the conversation. Jonathan Taylor, I think I would vote for before Lamar at this point. Lamar would for Lamar to win the MVP, he would have to go on an absolutely unprecedented, spectacular run in the last 5 games we got left now. I think it's like 5 games, right? I'm gonna go with that 5 games. But yeah, but Jonathan Taylor's played great. I'm not gonna bag on him or anything like that. He has played amazing. There's one other player, Cooper Kupp, I think deserves to have some sort of eligibility to be talked about in this category. He's got over 1,300 yards receiving already. At one point, at one point he was my front runner for the MVP when he was on pace for 2,000 yards. I think that's obviously not going to happen now unless he somehow gets 700 yards in the remaining 5 games. It's not going to happen. But diehard Bengals fans asks me, do you think the Bengals will make the playoffs? Do I think the Bengals will make the playoffs? So, interesting. I think I want to say this first. I think it is a very tough AFC. The AFC last year, remember last year, a 10-6 Miami Dolphins team in a 7-team playoff expansion year did not make the playoffs. That is how tough the AFC is. This conference is like the Western Conference in the NBA. They are the elite of the elite. That being said, they are. I'm not going to say lock because the conference is so tough, but they're a playoff team. They're a team in the playoffs that they're young, they're exuberant. Obviously, Zach Taylor I think is a good coach, and I think Joe Burrow, when he gets that confidence, he can do some damage in the playoffs. They're a young team and the young teams are usually ones that they might not win the Super Bowl that first year. They'll surprise someone that first year. Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens, what do? First year, he goes to the AFC Championship game. Doesn't win his first year, but goes to the AFC Championship game. Andy Dalton, I believe, either his rookie year or the next year. I think his rookie year, he made the playoffs. Yeah, they almost won that game, I think. So, there's a lot. And there's a lot of examples of that. I'm not going to put Mark Sanchez in that same category because Mark Sanchez didn't really do much. But anyway, we'll see. We're back here in the start of the second half here. First down for the Bills at the 25. Allen will take the snap, fire to Cole Beasley. Beasley will catch and run for a first down at the 35-yard line. Nice first down grab for Cole Beasley. Cole, I hate. Logic Beasley. First down for Buffalo. Oh my gosh. First down for Buffalo here. 1st and 10. Allen in the shotgun. Hands it off. It's going to be a handoff to Singletary, and Singletary will get the push from his offensive line for a pickup of 5. Great run there by Singletary. Second down coming up here with 14:19 left in this third quarter, I should say. They're going up-tempo here in Buffalo, are the Bills. As Damien Harris for the New England Patriots is coming out of the locker room. That's a good sign for their running game. Allen, 7 for 11, 57 yards in that one touchdown. In the shotgun now on second down. Takes the snap. Play action. Allen gets rid of it. Incomplete as Emmanuel Sanders seemed to have tripped on the route, and we're getting a little bit of snow flurries as Emmanuel Sanders and Mills are getting into it here. You guys got to watch it before things don't let things get out of hand. I watched that SB Nation beef video about Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree. Don't let things get out of hand, people. Don't let things get out of hand. Oh, I saw a chain. I saw a chain. That's not a good sign. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, third down. Allen takes the snap. Will fire in. It's almost intercepted by Jackson. J.C. Jackson almost, right through his hands. Would have had a pick six. It was only daylight in front of him. He was covering Stephon Diggs. That would have been a little bit of a tough grab, but he could have had that, and he would have been gone. And he knows it. He's holding his head. He's kicking himself. Doesn't matter, though. Patriots are going to get the ball back because all the Buffalo Bills know how to do in this game is punt the fuck out of the football. Here we go. 4th and 5. Another punt coming on for Buffalo. Here we go. Punt is away. Boots it, and it is going to go through the back of the end zone. New England will start at the 25-yard line. And this is an amazing time to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new video is released. Diehard Bengals fan says, I might go to bed. I got school. Hey, man, I got work, but I understand school's tough. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Cincy, if you haven't already, hit that like button, but also, anyone who's watching, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new video is released. Have a good night, Cincy, if you're leaving. Good luck in school. Get some rest. The rest of us, we're here to watch football. That's what we're here to do. We are here to watch one of the greatest games in the history of the world, professional football. And that's what we're doing. Cincy says, A.J. Green and Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey. Can we talk about the... let me take a sip of water in the meantime. Hit that like button, subscribe. But let me take a sip of water and let me get into the Rams real quick. Because I got a Rams rant. And maybe I've gone on it before. Y'all let me know if I have. But, man, the Rams... Think about what they've done. They don't have, I think, a first-round draft pick until the year 2026, 2027. Let me check that real quick. While I do, I can tell you right now, they have traded away a shit ton of draft picks. They have traded away a shit ton of draft picks since they drafted Jared Goff. In order to draft Jared Goff, they have traded away, I think, every first-round draft pick. Actually, let me see. Let me see here. I'm looking here. This is yeah, sorry about that, but you know what? Anyway, I don't need to read up on it. Oh, you guys know the story. They traded away all of their freaking draft picks since they traded for up to get Jared Goff, and they just traded away a bunch more to get Von Miller, to get Matt Stafford, and to get Jalen Ramsey. If this team does not win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, this will be a failure, point blank. Because the whole idea is, okay, you get Jalen Ramsey, you trade away Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters was an all-pro for the past 2 years. He's a Pro Bowler the past 2 years. Got injured this year, but if he's that much of an upgrade, okay, that's fine. They traded away Jared Goff, the guy who got them to a Super Bowl. Don't care what anyone says. He played great for that team when he was there. Trade him away. Bring in Matthew Stafford. Are they doing much better? You let me know. I just think it's too much, and it could be all for naught. And if it doesn't work out in the next 3 years, we're going to look back at this as some of the most mismanaged time in a franchise history, because they had Jared Goff, who was doing well enough. Was Matt Stafford going to be the answer long term? No. Is Matt Stafford going to be the answer short term? Yeah, he is by default, but is he that much better? Is he playing that much better? Is the effect that he's going to have on your football team that much more? And you want to point to what Jared Goff's doing in Detroit right now? They're a shit team. They got no weapons. They got no defense. All they got is coaching and quarterback play, and then Swift. That's it. As New England will once again just run the ball. Oh, my God. Stevenson just bursted right through three Bills defenders for a first down. My gosh. My absolute gosh. Got some more things in the chat. Diehard Bengals fan says as well. Diehard Bengals fan also says, I'll be graduated by the time the Rams have a first-round draft pick. Oof. Oof. You might be, like, graduated, like, grad school by the time they have a first-round draft pick. First down, New England. And it's going to be a handoff here to Kendrick Bourne, the receiver. Gain of maybe 2.5 here with 12 minutes exactly remaining here in the third quarter. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And Sasha Wilborn says Aaron Hernandez. Interesting. And Maria and Dexter Stowers. Hopefully I said that right. Just get me with a hee. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Here we go. Second down coming up here for New England. Single back formation, and what do you know? It's another run for Stevenson, who hurdles a man. Stevenson bursting through all the way to midfield. This New England running game is off the charts right now, but there's a flag in the backfield, and it is holding, so this is coming back, but I want to not take anything away from Stevenson. He ran through defenders like he's been doing it all night. Really great job by him. This Patriots running attack right now, man, is just insane. Still, the Patriots, we're in the third quarter, and they've only thrown the ball once. 1 for 1 is Mac Jones' stat line for 12 yards. Insanity. $26 rushes to 1 pass attempt in this game. Insane. 2nd and 17. I have no confidence they're going to pass the ball here. It's a toss out to Stevenson. Stevenson looking for a hole. He's patient, and he will wait for a hole to open up. Small one does. Gain of about 4.5 there. I'm going to bring up possibly a 3rd and 12 situation. And don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if the Patriots just run the ball here and punt it back away, because one thing we need to remember, the Bills have not been able to do anything with their offensive series other than the one that happened after the turnover, where they started at the 20-yard line. So, 3rd and 13. Handoff. Stevenson goes for nothing, gets stuffed. New England's going to punt away. Diehard Bengals fan says Stevenson on God mode. Absolutely. Stevenson, Damien Harris, all these running backs for New England. Brandon Bolden, got to give him his due as well. They're all producing big time here for New England. And the strategy, 27 runs to only 1 pass attempt in this entire football game. A crazy strategy, but crazy enough to just might work. And it's working. They're up 11-7. What is this football game? You guys ever seen that Snoop Dogg thing? Yo, what is these animals? That's what I'm like. What is this football game? Craziness, craziness, craziness. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You're gonna get tired of me saying that. I'm just gonna keep saying it as long as I can. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh! They're gonna say there's contact up front. There's a flag on the play before the punt. I think it's on the defense, so it's gonna give them possibly 5 yards. Let's see. Oh, they're going to call a false start. So it's going to back up New England a little bit. It's going to back up New England. Bill Belichick does not look happy about that. Oof, I would not want to be. Oh, my God. There was a Pats defender or a Pats special team specialist on the left wide open. He would have had a first down if they'd run a fake. But they didn't. False start. And it's all NFL history. And it's the same thing. The gunner on the left is uncovered, and now they finally send someone after 2 straight plays, basically, having the gunner uncovered. Finally going to punt the ball away. Bailey's able to get it away. Nice punt, but it is going to take a nice New England roll, honestly. And the Bills are going to start at the 37-yard line, their own 37-yard line. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. 11-7 game. The Bills, this is the last quarter where they will have the wind at their advantage. Remember, when the quarters switch, they also switch the field directions, and the wind is a huge factor in this game. 50 mile per hour winds in Orchard Park in Buffalo tonight. It is crazy. I'm having like 40 mile per hour winds outside my window right now. I'm surprised this stream hasn't gone away, but I would hate to leave you people. So please, please, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new videos release. Let's go to the chat. Diehard Bengals fan says, we need to counter for how many times you say that. Dude, honestly, I've accepted the fact that I am a shill for myself. Because on YouTube, you have to be. Shameless self-promotion is how you get ahead in this business, kids. Shameless self-promotion. And you guys want an example of shameless self-promotion? I'll give you an example of shameless self-promotion. I'm going to shamelessly self-promote myself by telling you to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever one of our daily videos is released. I'm going to stop that for a little bit. That's definitely getting annoying. My bad. Let's keep talking. No. Let's keep talking. Ask me questions. Let's go. I'm ready to talk about this because we're in a commercial break right now for the game. There's no football going on. Let's go. Ask me questions. Let's go. Diehard Bengals fan says, well, Raw is interesting. No, it's not. No, it's not. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers for Raw. It is not interesting. I don't need to know what happened. Although NXT last night was really... That was a good enough pay-per-view. It's not an NXT TakeOver level pay-per-view, but a very good wrestling event. And that main event last night was amazing. Although the Sunday Night Football game last night I heard was not. I checked into it a few times, but I was like, oh, wow, this game looks like it sucks. Denver, I picked them to win. That was a really good defense, but that offense is atrocious. They need to get... I love Teddy Bridgewater. He's a very good quarterback to steady the ship. He's not the guy, though. Not the guy. Anyway. Here we go. Game is back on here. Josh Allen and the Bills. Diehard Bengals fan says, one annoying man is back. Is it Seth Rollins, the king of... My name is Seth Rollins, and I'm going to win. I'm the future. I don't know. Seth Rollins is already wrestling there, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch it later, and since he comes to the show tonight, or tomorrow night, we'll talk about it. Here we go. First down. Bills take the snap. Josh Allen will fire to his left for Emmanuel Sanders, and it is caught, and it is going to be a first down at midfield into New England territory for Emmanuel Sanders and the Buffalo Bills. Really good catch and run there by Emmanuel Sanders in tight coverage. Nice throw there by Josh Allen. So maybe that's going to help out the Bills. They're going a little up-tempo here as I open up another snack because I love snacks. Here we go. First and 10 at the 44, I should say. Allen takes a snap, drops back, looking, has time, fires a deep ball to an open Diggs, and it is incomplete through his hands. Incomplete through his hands. Josh Allen unloaded an absolute bomb. And it was just through the fingertips. Oh, he didn't get his head back around. He didn't locate the ball right. Oh, and that was just an amazing missed opportunity by Buffalo right there. Oh, man. All right. 2nd and 10 here. Handoff. He's going to go for 2 yards. Zach Moss there. Diehard Bengals fan says, it's a king, not Seth Rollins. Oh, God. Please tell me Jerry Lawler's not back in commentary. I love Jerry Lawler. Please tell me he's not back in commentary. Again, don't tell me. Here we go. 3rd down coming up here for the Bills. 3rd and 7. at the edge of field goal range. They got some extra wind with them, but let's see. They want to get it here. Allen eludes a sack. Allen rolling out right. Allen has some time. He stiff arms a man and picks up a first down. What a run by Josh Allen. He stiff-armed Bentley for the New England Patriots. Absolutely baptized him. Bentley forced him out of bounds, but he absolutely baptized the defender, reaches out for a first down, an absolutely immaculate play by Josh Allen. That is why he was a first-round pick. Great play by Josh Allen. And he was clutching that shoulder, though, or that left arm, his non-throwing arm a little bit. Flag is thrown. Maybe a late hit here on a defender. Yep. So that's going to add even more yardage to this play. 15 yards sets up the Bills, I believe, on the edge of the red zone here. I think right at about the 19-yard line? That's going to set him up in very good field position here. Josh Allen, Cincy, it was not a stiff arm. It was a baptism. He baptized the man. I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. My goodness. And they're gonna put him right at the 20-yard line after that penalty. 1st and 10, Buffalo, with 7:35 left in the third quarter. High snap. Allen gets it, hands it off, and Moss will take it for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Buffalo Bills. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Here we go. This Bills drive has been their best drive of the entire game. I'm sorry for snacking a little bit. I got to get my snack on, so I'm ready for the fourth quarter. Here we go, 2nd and 7. 6:53 left in the third quarter. Wind at their backs. Play action. Allen fires to the end zone, and the wind carried that way too much in front of Davis. It was an overthrow. It was an overthrow by just a little bit, and you could tell the wind kind of took it a little bit too much. Oof, oof, oof. Yes, Cincy, it was a baptism. It was a baptism on some Kevin Owens shit. By the way, guys, please, 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 I know a lot of you are watching. This would be a great time to help out the channel, help us grow. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Here we go. Allen, snap. The pressure comes right directly in his face. Allen fires to the sideline. Great throw. Cole Beasley just could not come back to the football quick enough. 4th down coming up here for the Buffalo Bills. Man, oh man, 11-7. You got to think, is this at some point the Buffalo Bills got to realize, man, we're not going to be in this position again. We might not be in this position again, but they're going to kick this field goal for Tyler Bass. He's going to have the wind going at his back, so it's going to be helping him out and carrying the ball a little bit, but it is swirling a little bit to the right, so let's see if this has an effect on the kick. Short kick, though, 35 yards for Bass on the Bills. Snap is good. Kick is high, and it is just good. Sneaks in. Ooh, he snuck it in. He put a little bit too much. Put a little bit too much slanting away from the wind, but man, oh man, he snuck that one in. And another interesting score, 11-10 is the score right now. As I believe someone who was asking in the chat, it was Justin Simmons. Justin, I'm just going to call you Justin for right now. He's asking how the game's going. It's an interesting game. Justin, I'm going to set the stage for you. The New England Patriots have run the ball in this game 27 times and only passed the ball with Mac Jones once in this game. Once. Mac Jones' stat line for the night, and if you don't believe me, I'll show you in just a second. Mac Jones' stat line in this game as, hold up, let me see. Yep, there you can see it right there, I believe. Let me actually see if it's pulled up correctly. You can see it on the left in the net passing yards. 1 for 1 for 12 yards. That's his passing stats for this game. Rushing, Pats are doing a really good job running the football, I should say. 168 yards on the ground, but they've run the ball 28 times, only passed it once. The conditions are rough, as you just said in the chat. They are rough. 50-mile-per-hour winds up in Buffalo. It is dead cold in the dead of night with thousands of thousands of the amazingly insane people of Bills Mafia screaming at the top of their lungs for their Buffalo Bills, who have not done, honestly, virtually anything on offense in this game. They've not done this last drive was their best drive. The only reason they scored that one touchdown is because of a muff punt by New England. So outside of that, New England, basically, this would be an 11-3 game, which would be an even crazier score line. But I just want to be known, I don't think this is scoregami, though. If the game ends 11-10, this is not scoregami. I'm 90% sure there was a game in 2008, the Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers, that ended 11-10. That was a scoregami game. That had never happened before in NFL history. This, I truly do believe, as one very funny ESPN personality would say, it is not scoregami, but it's an interesting score nonetheless. Only happened one other time, 11-10 game in NFL history. So interesting. Damn, the Pats are running hard. Absolutely, Justin. The Pats are running hard, and I'm shilling hard. So, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. The wind is so insane that the Buffalo Bills have to put out an extra person to hold the football in the kickoff. That's how crazy this wind is. The Bills were getting set for kickoff here. The kick is away and absolutely launched into the stands. A fan is going home with a game ball. Love to see it. Love to see it, fans. Hold on to those game balls. I don't care if it's Tom Brady's record-breaking game ball. You hold on to it, and you hold on to it, man. You hold on to it. You are set for life. If you ever fall in hard times, that game ball is gonna save your life one day. Here we go. First down here for New England. What a surprise. They run the ball here. And Damien Harris is going to break one here for a pickup of 20. Big gain by Damien Harris, and a big hole opened up on that right side. Let's see what happened here. Harris has been doing this all night long, finding that hole. The fullback really opened it up for him. He was patient, had that guard pulled, and boom, he absolutely exploded all the way down to the 47-yard line right at midfield, setting up New England with a lot of good ground to gain. Here we go. Jones, once again, hands it off to Stevenson, who finds a hole. And Stevenson, who's been bumbling, and running through people, will run through more defenders for a first down. 5:50 left in the third quarter, and the Patriots are just chugging along. Choo-choo. They are running it down the Bills' throats, and the Bills cannot stop it. And they know every single play is going to be a run. Again, I don't think this has ever happened in the modern football history or whatever. One pass attempt in this whole game. This is crazy. One pass attempt in this whole game. And they toss it here to Stevenson, and Stevenson's patient, and Stevenson will run through defenders again for a pickup of 6. Second down for New England. My goodness gracious. Since he's going to go to bed, you'll see, he says, I'll see you tomorrow on Real Take Wrestle Talk. And you guys can also see me tomorrow on Real Take Wrestle Talk live right here on the YouTube channel. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Cincy, thank you, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow. Be sure to sign into your mod account tomorrow, by the way. Here we go. Handoff here to Stevenson. Stevenson got nothing going there, and he is stuffed. Bills read that one out. So, again, and this is interesting here. Third down coming up. The Pats are playing against the wind. So, the wind is actually going to be blowing against them. So, they're on the edge of field goal range. You might, if they don't make it here, you're probably going to see them punt the ball away instead of kicking the field goal. So let's see. Patriots doing something interesting, bringing some wide receivers into the game. And what the hell was this? They just did a QB sneak to gain 4 yards, and it's on the edge of the first down marker. Oh, it's gonna be a 4th down, but now you got options. Now you can go for it. This is the most interesting game plan I've ever seen in a football game. Bill Belichick has turned the clock back to 1955. Bronco Nagurski. And Bronco Nagurski, fucking all those guys. 4th and 1. Bill Belichick has run the ball 30 times in this game. And why stop now? 4th and 1. You're playing against 50-mile-per-hour winds. It's not going to stop, but why should you? He just ran a QB sneak for 4 yards. Are they going to do it again? Yes, they do. And he's not going to get the push, but he's going to get a really good spot here. They just gave him an amazing spot, and it's a 1st down. Mac Jones picking up a 1st down on 2 consecutive QB sneaks. What is this game? They had 10 in the box. 1st down, Patriots. I formation. Jones hands it off. Plays blown dead. Whistles. Plays blown dead. Let's see what happened. Probably a timeout here. I think a timeout by Buffalo. Yep. I think there's going to be a challenge here. Yep, they're going to take another look at it here. Because it is kind of hard to tell. The refs, I think, gave him a very favorable spot, but interesting to see if there's going to be enough to overturn this, because you can't see Mac Jones in the pile. You really cannot see Mac Jones in the pile. They're showing some other replays. Ooh. Ooh, he got right to the edge of it. You can't really see him. Let's see. Is there another angle where, well, you don't see the ball? That's the thing. You see Mac Jones' helmet. You see him. You see his jersey, but you don't see the ball. So I like the challenge in general, but I don't think they're going to be able to win this challenge, because remember, in order for you to win a challenge, it has to be 100% unanimous, irreversible evidence that it was, against the call on the field. Otherwise, they stick with the call on the field. That's just how that's just how the game works. I still like it because you need to stop him. Justin Simmons, Justin. I'm just going to call you Justin. Justin in the chat says, the Pats need to win to keep the number 1 seed. Yeah, they do. They do, because outside of that, you got Baltimore, who could actually retake, I believe, the number 1 seed with a New England loss here. They could retake the number 1 seed, and again, I'm a Ravens fan. I would love to see that happen, although I would also like to see the Patriots win. I'm not even going to lie to you, considering the way they've been running the football in this game. Part of me is just like, my God, I love the way that they are doing this. I love the way Bill Belichick has planned this game out, running the ball 30 freaking times. 1 pass, and the few times you do use Mac Jones, you're running quarterback sneaks right in the middle. He's turning the game back to 1955, something that John Gruden wishes he could do, and making it work. Love to see this game plan. Again, we'll see what happens, but other than that, I think yeah, Baltimore would become the. Is it Baltimore or Buffalo? Well, I'll have to check, but either Baltimore or Buffalo become the number 1 seed. I know it's not Kansas City, because Kansas City lost to Baltimore, so they can't leapfrog them, definitely. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, but it's also going to be interesting to see how many new subscribers I can get in this very short time. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for daily videos, people. Daily videos. So much to do, so much to see, and so much football left here. We just got a few minutes left in this third quarter. They're still taking a look at it here. And I could not see the ball. I could not see the ball. I don't think this is going to be overturned. I don't think this is going to be overturned. Let's take a listen. Let's hear what the refs have to say. Yep. Exactly what I thought would happen. You would need way more evidence to overturn that. It just wasn't there. Buffalo loses the timeout. They lose the challenge, and Sean McDermott's obviously not happy. He's been heated since the first quarter. I don't know it's a bad day for Sean McDermott. He's been mad, yelling at the refs. But I understand it. Football's a game of emotion. Football's a game of passion. It be like that. Patriots plate selection today. 34 runs to 1 pass. Absolutely insane. They're coming back off of 2 back-to-back QB sneaks from Mac Jones. 1st and 10. They are driving here. 4 minutes already elapsed on this drive. Let's see what the Patriots do. Heavy formations. Tons of offensive linemen in. Two tight ends. Fullback. Handoff here to Stevenson, and it is going to be a gain of nothing as, the linemen getting chippy here. Linemen are getting chippy. You want to break that up. It's too close of a game. Too close of a game to be getting that chippy, boys. You don't want to cost your team, especially with these taunting rules. With these taunting rules on the NFL, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. We've seen it cost teams inadvertently as well in times where it really shouldn't have, but them's the breaks. 2nd and 10. Jones hands it off to Stevenson. Stevenson finds a hole. Stevenson carries defenders with him for a first down, nearing the 20-yard line. They are killing clock. They are killing yardage. They are killing this drive, and they are killing the spirits of this Buffalo Bills defense, or the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick has run the ball, I believe, 36 times now. 36 times he has run the ball to only 1 pass in this game, and they are up. They are driving. They are in control. Ramondre Stevenson has 73 yards in this game, and he's going to have some more as he picks up about 4, possibly 5 yards on that play. These Patriots. I can't underestimate. These Patriots guards, these Patriots linemen have been pulling all game long, they've been opening up the Red Sea for these running backs. That cannot be understated. This game ball, if the Patriots do win, need to go to these guards. This needs to go to the offensive line. This offensive line has been steadfast, and it's far from what Josh Allen can say in this game. Mac Jones, hands off. Stevenson breaks a tackle again, and he's all the way out to the 10-yard line. My goodness gracious, what a game this is. My goodness, what a game, people. As this is going to elapse the 3rd quarter. So that's the 3rd quarter in the books, in the pocket, out of sight. And you know what the interesting thing is, people? New England started this drive with just under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, where they had the wind against them coming into their face. Now they got the wind with them. They got the wind going with them. Bill Belichick is playing 3D chess, and we are all just pawns in his game. What a game this is. This is one hell of a game. Justin asks, what do you think of the new playoff format, by the way? I like it. I actually like the new playoff format. 7 teams, I think, is really good. It makes things more interesting. I wish they would do that in college football, open it up to, I know a lot of people are like, oh, they need to open it up to 8 teams. I think they should open it up to, or they need to open up 6 teams. In college football, I think they need to open up to 8 teams. But I like what the NFL is doing, 7 teams in each conference. My favorite part is the what's it called? I need to take a drink. I'm sorry. 1 second. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But what I really like is the fact that the number 1 seed is the only one who gets that bye week. I always thought it was weird that, The number 2 seed gets a bye week and gets home field, but it's not really home field because if you're facing the number 1 seed, you got them. I mean, it's fine. It was football. It's the way things were. You got used to it, but you know, I like it. I like it being more competitive in that way. You have more people competing for that number 1 spot because you know how important that is. It's rare. It's not tokenizing the number 1 or the first round bye. I like that. Like the expansion because there are a lot of good teams in the NFL, and now you really get to find out who are the most battle-tested teams, who are the teams that actually are able to win championships. That's what we find out with this. Opportunity creates a lot of things, but it also creates cash, and that's part of the reason they're doing this as well. More cash for, mostly the owners, but also the players. I don't like the 17 games, though. For multiple reasons, I don't like the 17 games. I don't like it for the players because it's putting their bodies at risk more than it needs to. I don't like it for... I don't like it for the players. I don't like it for the sport because I think it elongates the season a little more. And I don't like it simply for the fact that I was so used... I know what a 10-6 team is. I know what a 9-7 team is. I know what an 8-8 team is. I don't know what the hell a 10-7 team is. Someone explain to me, what is a 10-7 team? You don't know. You know what 10-6 is. You don't know what 10-7 is. That's the thing. We just had it down to a T. We had the scheduling down to a T. Conference alignment was great. This was perfect. The NFL had everything down perfect, and now it's just more complicated with the extra game and everything. Call me an oldie. I don't know, but I'll call the Patriots smart because this weird game plan has worked. What the hell was that? Mac Jones. I think he thought that Stevenson was to his right, but he was actually in the backfield. It was a weird little... I think Mac Jones just didn't know where his running back was, so it caused the delay, and the Bills blew it up for a loss of about 4. They're going to say, I think, officially a loss of 3 there. So it's going to set up a 2nd and 13 here for New England, and they are just going to run the ball down their throats. Here we go, handoff, and that play gets blown up. Stevenson loses another 6 yards. And now Sean McDermott knows exactly what's coming. He knows they're going to run the ball. And they're just going to they got 9 in the box right now. You might as well bring 10, 11 in the box at this point because no matter what, New England's going to run. 3rd and 18 officially. It is cold, it is windy, and it is loud here in Buffalo. Will they throw it here? No, they don't. Hand off to Stevenson, or Bolden, I should say, and it is a pickup of about 4. 4th down coming up, and the Patriots are going to kick a field goal here with Nick Motherlovin-Folk with 13:20 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Folk is kicking with the wind in his back, so it's going to be helping him out a little bit. Let's see what happens here from 34 yards. Nick Folk's kick is good, and that ball swirled in the air. Just good for Nick Folk. You could tell Nick Folk's heart skipped a beat there, but New England gets on the board here in the 4th quarter, 14-10. There goes the rarity of a 10-11 finish, but that's where we are. Justin says it makes the number 1 seed more important and special. Absolutely, I do truly believe that, and I agree with you. I also hate 17 games. 16 is way more than enough. It was I just want to reiterate. It was just down perfect. They had it down perfect, and for whatever reason, I don't know why. Maybe it is... no, I know exactly why. It's money. NFL wanted money. And because the owners obviously didn't have enough. They wanted more. They always want more. That's how they work. That's how this whole thing works, and that's why they're willing to put the players at risk just to get more cash. But that's just part of the game, unfortunately. That is just how some of it works. And how this works is you guys watch, you guys enjoy, you guys ask questions in the chat. Please leave questions in the chat. But you also help me out. And you can do that by just hitting that like button. It helps out the algorithm, helps put a smile on my face. So hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Again, 14 to 10 game. Buffalo has really not done much outside of that last drive where they scored that field goal. Again, they scored a touchdown off of a New England turnover, so they have not done much. Let's see if they can take the momentum from that last drive, from that field goal. Let's see if they can take that momentum and turn it into a scoring drive. They need to score. They got to score a touchdown. Because the way New England is running, New England is just going to eat clock. And you can't let that happen. New England's going to eat clock. If you're the Bills, you are a high-powered offense. You can throw the hell out of the ball. Josh Allen, you drafted Josh Allen in the first round because he had one of the best, if not the best arm in the NFL, biggest arm in the NFL. This dude can throw through the wind, slice it through the wind. That's why you drafted this dude. Go use him. That's why you got him. Use him. That's what the Bills got to do. They have to throw. They're not going to be able to run against this New England front. They have to be able to throw the ball. It is windy, up to 50-mile-per-hour winds. I think now it's like 40 miles per hour, but it is swirling here in Buffalo. Punt. The kick is off, and it's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line. And that is going to, I think that was Singletary who returns it. Or, sorry, Brito returns it all the way out to the 36-yard line. So that's where Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills will start this drive. Good starting field position. 12:54 left in the fourth quarter. Down by 4. They got to score a touchdown. I'm of the opinion they got to score a touchdown here. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though. Here we go. They're going to say 36-yard line. First down. Buffalo down by 4. Allen, play action. Out to the tight end, Knox. Knox stiff arms a man, and he will fight through tackles, all for a gain of 7. Gain of 7 there by the tight end, Knox. A little bit of jaw-jacking afterwards. Again, guys, you got to be careful not to get that taunting penalty. I wouldn't call it taunting, but these refs, you never know with them, especially on Monday Night Football. Oh, God, I'm sorry about that. Here we go. 2nd and 3. Handoff here to Singletary. Gain of about a yard. Is going to set up 3rd and a long 1. With just under 12 minutes now remaining in this game. Buffalo has to score a touchdown on this drive. Because New England gets the ball back. They're just going to run it down your throats. You can't stop them. They're going to run it down your throats. Wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour right now. Insanity. Play action. Allen fires. Caught by Diggs on a short pass. And it is a first down across midfield. And, oh, Diggs is getting into it. Got to be careful here. Don't fall for it, Stephon. The Patriots defender, I think that was Jackson there, was trying to bait him. Into making a mistake there. Stephon Diggs, wise enough to not to do that. You got to be careful. That's part of the game. Baiting you into a penalty or what looks like to the ref a penalty is what some players do. 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. First down. Allen takes a snap. Pumps. Being rushed to the left. Fires downfield, and it is up in the air and almost caught, but also almost intercepted. Drop pass was pretty high for Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah, I was just off of Emmanuel Sanders' fingertips. He could have brought that in, but defender was also all over him. was tipped up in the air, dangerous. Phillips almost had a chance for an interception there, but it's okay. 2nd and 10 now for the Buffalo Bills. 10 of 20, 90 yards, and 1 touchdown for Allen. Allen being rushed by Judon. Rush to the right. He's going to run now. Josh Allen has a first down and more. He's still running all the way down to the 23-yard line. Josh Allen showing off his speed at the perfect time for his football team. Picks up right around 20, just under 20 yards. Probably, I think 17 yards if I did the math correctly. Maybe I did. But point is, he got it all the way down to the 23. First down, Buffalo. They are driving and ready to go. We got Robert. He says, "Hi, I'm from France. Come on, Bills. Circle the wagons, baby. Welcome, Robert." Here we go. Handoff here. And that's going to be Moss for a gain of about 3. Justin in the chat says, "I think the Bills want to win a Super Bowl. They need to do it this year. The Pats are having a quick turnaround. Plus, the Ravens, Chiefs are going to remain contestants for the next few years." They got this core, I think, together for the next maybe. They got a nice core for the next 3-4 years. Make the most of it. That's what a lot of these teams are. New England, they got a core for the next few years. They got to make the most of it here. Bills are one of those teams. 2nd and 7. Allen takes the snap. Allen dropping. Allen looking. Patient. Fires to his hot read. And it is Moss for a first down. And did he get a horse collar? Yes, he did. A horse collar tackle by Dante Hightower. I think everybody saw that. It was a horse collar. Yep, that was definitely a horse collar. They just showed it. Horse collar tackle by Hightower. It's going to add 15 yards, or believe. No, they're not going to get 15. It's going to be half the distance of the goal. So, first down and much more for the Bills here. It's going to bring them to, I believe, almost a 1st and goal situation. 9:18 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see. Was it? Yep. That was a horse collar. He was just trying to get him down close to the sideline. And he got him right behind right there, right on the collar. And you can't do that as a defender. That's been a long-standing rule in the NFL. Can't do it. 1st and goal. Buffalo driving here. Down by 4. Buffalo down by 4 with 9:12 remaining in this game. At the 6-yard line. Pistol formation. Allen, handoff. Moss. Gains maybe a yard, even if that. Little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, but nothing to make about. 2nd and goal from right around the same spot coming up. Guys, this would be a great time to remind you to hit that like button. It helps out the algorithm, helps the channel grow. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Here we go. 2nd and goal coming up. What a game this has been. You know, it's not been a high-scoring game. The defenses, I think, have played very well in this game. But Bill Belichick's chess match. 30-something runs to 1 passing attempt in this game. That's not something you're going to see. You might never see that stat line ever again. What a stat line that is, by the way. What a stat line that is. It is just... I can't believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. I also can't believe that so many of you are watching, but so few of you have hit that like button, subscribed, and hit that notification bell. It helps the channel grow. Helps me do more streams like this, so please, please, please do that. Also, please remember to ask your questions in the chat. Stay engaged. Put your comments. What do you think about this game so far? Who do you think is going to win? All that jazz. What do you think about my commentary as well? Give me pointers. Give me critiques. I always love that kind of stuff. Put that in the chat here. And out of the timeout that we come, Bills just used their 2nd timeout. They're lining up for their 2nd and goal play. 8:18 now left in this game. Single back formation. Play action. Allen looking. Allen rushed. Allen falls down, but he wasn't touched, and now he's finally sacked by Matt Judon. Matt Judon had the original pressure that made Allen slip. He was untouched, got right up, and then got put right back down on his butt with a sack by Matt Judon. 3rd and goal from past the 10-yard line coming up for the Buffalo Bills on a drive where they need to get a touchdown. You might want if you're Josh Allen here, you can get closer. You can get closer. You don't need to throw it right to the end zone here. You can get closer. But you 100% are going to go for it on 4th down if that's the case. Here's the 3rd down play into the end zone. Incomplete. It sailed right over Knox's head. Allen wants a flag. There's no flag coming. I think a New England Patriots defender jumped. There's no flag on the play. Let's see on the replay. A little bit of a jump, but I don't think it was past the line of scrimmage. They didn't get into the neutral zone exactly as they just said right there. Didn't get into neutral zone. They just flinched a little bit. 4th and goal coming up. 7 minutes and 28 seconds left, and they're going to kick a field goal directly into the wind. Here we go. Now we're going to see that play. Tyler Bass, a chip shot, 33 yards. The uprights are moving like a business right now. Tyler Bass, 33 yards into swirling winds, 50-mile-per-hour winds. Let's see what happens here. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and it sails to the right. On some Scott Norwood shit. Sails to the right. Wide right. All that for nothing. His shortest miss of his career. You got to feel for the kid. You're kicking into 50-mile-per-hour winds. Sometimes that's what happens. Justin in the chat says, the Cardinals look super scary this year in the NFC. Cardinals are that young team. The Cardinals this year are that young team that I think are going to get to the NFC Championship game at least, possibly a Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to win just yet. They're going to be that young team that gets there, and they are going to be dangerous. That's what they are. Give them a year. This team's going to be, like, make no bones about it, Kyler Murray going to be a force to be reckoned with in this league for a very, very long time to come. Let me know what you guys think about that in the chat, though. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Oh, what a game. See, this is what football is about, isn't it? This is why we love football. Like, this is just, you gotta love it. You love to see it. If you also love to see this show, be sure to subscribe. We got daily videos, and we got weekly podcasts. Real Take Wrestle Talk on Tuesday nights. Real Take Sports Talk weekly. I think Real Take Sports Talk is going to be live here on the channel on Thursday. Got a little bit of a scheduling flex here. So it's going to be on Thursday at about 6 p.m. Might not go live for the Thursday Night Football game. Stay tuned for that. Follow us on Twitter at Real Take Sports. Cannot emphasize enough. Twitter is where we post a lot of our content as well. Follow us on Twitter at Real Take Sports. RealTakeSportsTalk.com is live in beta, so go check that out as well. A lot of big moves happening. We're making money moves here on Real Take Sports. So please, please, please join us on this journey. Join me on this journey. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Got tons of videos, tons of clips, tons of episodes in the archives. Go check some of those out as well on the channel. Still got some time left in this game. They're in commercial. That's why I'm shilling. Because this might as well be a commercial as well. But yeah, so much to do, so much to see, so much to talk about. We also got what else? Oh, Real Take Toon Talk coming up, which it's a project that I'm very excited for. I've been working with very closely, but more on that in a little bit. It's going to be based off of like TV shows, cartoons, and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting. Real Take Toon Talk coming soon next year. Be sure to look out for that. So please, if you just want to be updated on all of that, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, all that jazz. Patriots up 14-10. They are going to start this drive after those sacks. They're going to start this drive at the 23-yard line. So decent starting field position for them. Handoff here for Stevenson. Loses 3. Brings New England back to the they're going to give him a very generous spot there. Going to bring it back to the 18-yard line. Oh, this is interesting. Fewest pass attempts in a victory dating back to the merger in 1970. Buffalo Bills defeating the New York Jets. Two pass attempts in that game. This would break an NFL record for sure. Would never be broken ever again. Here we go. Oh, they're actually going to run. Mac Jones rolls out, actually passes the ball, and he is caught. Mac Jones. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete. Oh, my God. I've never been so excited for a play-action bootleg. Yeah, Nelson Aguilar went right through his hands, doing what he does best, dropping balls. Exactly what Nelson Aguilar does. 6:44 left here, 3rd and 11 for New England. Buffalo's got a chance to get this ball back, but they're going to have to bring the heat. You know what they're going to do. Oh, my God, they're in a shotgun. Bill Belichick says, I might not be afraid to run the ball or throw the ball here. Mac Jones drops back. It's a screen to Stevenson. Stevenson is going to take it for a gain of 5. 4th down coming up for New England. New England has just passed the ball on back-to-back plays, and these are arguably 2 of the most exciting plays of the game. My goodness, Bill Belichick can draw up a game plan. My goodness, they're going to punt the ball away. Bills are going to get a chance here with just under 5 or just about 5:40 left in the game by the time this punt is done. They're what is likely going to be their final chance here for Buffalo. The punt is away cleanly. With the wind, it goes booming all the way for a touchback. Oh, you hate to see it. 5:47 is the official time. Josh Allen will start at the 25-yard line. 5:47. Need a touchdown to win. Field goal is not going to get it done, and a field goal is not guaranteed at all, considering what we just saw from Tyler Bass, the kicker. Come on, Josh Allen. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. You drafted this kid for his monster arm and his monster talent, but mostly for the fact that he can throw the ball out. He can throw the hell out of a football. He can slice through wind. Use the arm, people. Use the arm, Buffalo. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 25. Or they're going to say from the 20. Sorry, I forgot. Punt touchbacks are from the 20. 20-yard line is where the Bills are going to start. 80 yards away from a win. Allen in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking. Has time. Fires downfield. And it is caught by Stephon Diggs. What a catch by Stephon Diggs. Twirling his body to make the catch. And it was a perfect throw to exactly where he was by Josh Allen. Ooh, but did he get both feet in bounds? Let's see. One. Oh, he toe dragged swag by Stephon Diggs. What a completion by Stephon Diggs. What a completion by Stephon Diggs. My God. Or what a catch, I should say, by Stephon Diggs. It was exactly where it needed to be by Josh Allen as well. 5 minutes exactly remaining in this game. Allen takes the snap. Screen out to Moss. Moss will take it across the 50. About 2nd down and 6 coming up here. Gets out of bounds here. Clock is still going to run, though. 4:56 remaining in this game. 2nd and 5, they're going to officially say, with flurries. With snow flurries falling down on good old Cole Bill Belichick. The hoodie is up. The wind is swirling. The defense is out there. Josh Allen is out to prove that he and the Buffalo Bills are the kings of the East. Let's find out who. This is exactly what you want out of football. Weather is always a factor. Here we go. Single back formation. Allen under center. Takes the snap. Drops back. Fires. Ooh, in a tight window to his tight end, Knox, who makes the catch for right at the 1st down marker at about the 45-yard line. Really nice play there. They're going to say officially the 46, I believe. Nice catch there by Knox, the tight end. 4 minutes remaining. 1st and 10. Bills are looking like they might be potentially thinking about driving. Oh, 42-yard line. My mistake. Allen in the shotgun. Takes the snap. has time, looking, pressure's in his face. Now he's forced to throw it up for grabs, and it's right out of the reach of Zach Moss. It was too much on it for Josh Allen, too much. He was thrown off his back foot, so didn't get the pass that he wanted. Incompletion, second down coming up. Nicholas Smith says Arizona is the real deal. Damn right they are. I'm not saying they're not. I just think they're one season away from being the real deal. Like, they're going to be a great team, a tough team to face. They might even get to the Super Bowl. I just think they got one more year. Handoff here on second down. Moss will take it for a first down and more, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Sorry, Singletary on the run there will take it out to the 25-yard line. 3:29 remaining in this game. First and 10. Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia going crazy. God in Buffalo going crazy with these 50-mile-per-hour winds. My goodness gracious, what's going to happen? Stick around, find out. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. We got an injury on the field. Matt Judon is being attended to. Matt Judon being attended to by the medical staff here. Pass rusher for the New England Patriots, number 9, former Baltimore Raven. Hate to see that. He's being looked at here by team doctors. Hopefully he's okay. He's one of the best. He is the best pass rusher on this team. Has, I believe, 12 and a half sacks this season. They just put up a graphic. Yeah, there we go. I was right. 12 and a half sacks. Third in the NFL. He's having a career year. Was a great pass rusher for Baltimore. He's on the ground. So much, man. So much to talk about here. Patriots lead the division, or lead the AFC at 8-4. Yeah, so if the Bills win, they'll move into first place. So this is battle for first place, not only of the AFC East, but of the AFC in general. You want to control your own destiny. That's what you want to do if you're a football team. Judon able to walk off under his own power. Justin asks, who do you think are dark horses in both conferences? Justin, I'll get to your question in just a little bit. I want to wait for either a break or something else so that I can properly answer that, because there's going to be some very intense football happening over the next few minutes. So I will answer that question in just a little bit, so don't go anywhere. In the meantime, all of you other guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. First and 10, 25-yard line. Austin 3:16 left in this game. Allen in the gun, takes the snap. Fires quickly for Emmanuel Sanders at the 20-yard line. Gain of about 5. They got to go up tempo here with under 3 minutes to go in this game now. Second down. Second down here for the Buffalo Bills. They got to draw up something here. Allen in the gun on 2nd and 5. 2:40 left in the game. Snap. Allen's going to run with it. Pump fakes, and he will run and reach for a first down, and he has got it. He's tackled out of bounds. And he's got the first down. He's got enough for the first down, absolutely. That's going to stop the clock as he got out of bounds at 2:30. First and 10, Buffalo. Josh Allen, a jack of all trades, leading this team in rushing, leading this team in passing, leading this team as the field general, the heart and soul, the leader of this football team. First and 10, 2:30, down by 4 to Bill Belichick. First place of the AFC East, first place of the AFC Conference on the line here. Handoff. Singletary gets about a yard or 2 here. I built that up to be a lot, didn't I? And then it just was a run up the middle. It'd be like that, though. So we're 15 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. Let's see if Bill Belichick will take a time. Oh, he does take a timeout. So Bill Belichick starting to use those timeouts here. Second down coming up. He had all 3 timeouts. Now he has 2 left after this one, and the 2-minute warning as well. So you want to. So in case Buffalo scores a touchdown here or what have you, you want to be sure that you're able to. If you're Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, you want to make sure you're able to get the ball back with enough time to score at least a field goal. And they have some advantage here with the field goal. The wind is going with them. They're going to have the wind helping them out, so Nick Folk might be able to get a few extra yards on the kick. Because if the Bills score a touchdown here, they're going to be they're going to be up by 3. So New England will have a chance to tie with a field goal. So a lot of things to still be worked out here. None of it matters, though, if the Bills, right now it's 2nd and 9, none of it matters if the Bills don't score on this drive here, don't score a touchdown, rather, on this drive here. 8 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, and counting. 2:15 left on the play clock, or in this game. 2nd and 9. And I think there's of course, as there always is, there's a referee issue. The referees are having trouble finding out where the first down is. Here we go. They got it figured out. 2nd and 9. 2:15 left in the game. Down by 4. Touchdown needed. Allen in the gun takes a snap. Fires to the right for Diggs, and it is right out of his reach. The back shoulder fade was just out of Stephon Diggs' reach. 3rd and 9 coming up. New England gets an extra stoppage on the clock. 2:11 left in the game. Here we go. 2nd and 11. 3rd and 9. Oh, sorry. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. 3rd and 9. Flags come flying. The play is blown dead, and that's got to be a false start. And it is. It's going to cost the Bills 5 yards. And it was on Knox, the tight end, Dawson Knox, and that was absolutely at the most inopportune time for this football team. You can't take a flag. You can't take a penalty there. It turns a 3rd and 9 and now into a 3rd and 14. Josh Allen knows now. You got to play for 4th down as well. You're going for it on 4th down, so even if you don't pick up the first down here, it's going to be okay. Because you're going for it on 4th anyway. The ref is... What's happening here? The ref stopped the game again. They've stopped the game for some chain reason. They respot the ball. Okay, here we go. Allen in the gun. Takes a snap. Allen looking. Oh, the pocket is collapsing around Josh Allen, and he runs out of a sack. He's got time. He fires deep downfield, and it is through the hands of Dawson Knox. My God. Dawson Knox dropped it in the end zone. 4th down coming up for Buffalo. Josh Allen. Pressure in his face. He was wrapped up once, wrapped up twice, fought out of it, rolled back, took a shellacking as he threw the ball and threw a perfect pass to Dawson Knox. But Adrian Phillips, the New England defender, able to knock it out as he's been doing all night long. Dawson Knox not able to use those strong hands to bring it in. That's the 2-minute warning. 4th down on the other side of it. That's football, baby. You love to see it. Anyway. So I was told, I was asked a question earlier, I think by Justin. Asked about dark horses in each conference. I think it depends on what you think a dark horse is, right? Because I think parity in the NFL is as good as it's ever been since I've been watching the game, and I've been watching for, like a solid 15, 20 years. I've been very young when I started. But I would say that again, depends on who you think are dark horses. Dark horses to win a Super Bowl is a little bit tough to decide. I would say maybe the Bengals are a team that not a lot of people talk about. I think they're tough. They're really good, very talented, have potential, have a quarterback who's great, have a coach who's up and coming. They could be a potential dark horse in the AFC. There are a lot of teams like the Chargers. I think are very good. They potentially could be a dark horse, but I just don't see that holding up in the playoffs. To be honest with you, honestly, I mean, a team to watch out for if they make the playoffs. And I know they have not been a good home team, and it might help them the fact that they're going to be playing a lot of games on the road because they're not winning their division. Watch out for the 49ers. Watch out for the San Francisco 49ers. I've been saying this all season long. They've been in a lot of close games. They've been in a lot of tight games. They run the ball when their running backs are healthy. I know it's a huge if. If the 49ers are healthy, don't be surprised, given how efficient this offense is, given how really good this defense can be, if they make the playoffs and make another run at it. I think the 49ers, if you're asking for like a really dark horse team, in my opinion, that's the team. That's the team. Because they got a coach who's been there. They've got a quarterback. Say what you want about Jimmy G. They've got a quarterback who's been there. They've got a running game that's proven to get them there. And that defense as well. So that's who I think is probably the biggest dark horse for me. Probably biggest upset pick for a Super Bowl. And Phillips, the defender who made that big play to knock the ball away from Dawson Knox, he is down on the floor. He's down on the ground. He's clutching his knee. Let's see what happened here. Josh Allen actually had Stephon Diggs wide open, but the pressure disrupted his eyes. He couldn't see Stephon. Oh, would have had Stephon Diggs wide open for a first down on that third down play, but didn't happen. 4th down and 14 coming up here for Buffalo, but they are taking a look at Phillips right now, the New England cornerback, I should say, who is out. Apparently he was injured on a celebration. That sucks. I hate to see anyone injured for any reason, but especially on a celebration. You guys remember when who was it? Who was it? There was a defender. I think he played for he played for Stephen Tulloch. Stephen Tulloch was a linebacker. Yes, Stephen Tulloch was a linebacker for the Detroit Lions. I think in like 2016 or something. Like he had a play where he made a sack. And he did he did a Brock Lesnar thing. He jumped up, celebrated, got his arms up and everything. And then he tore his like MCL or his Achilles or something. I think it was his Achilles. He tore his Achilles celebrating the sack. And, obviously it's a serious injury. He made it. Thank God he's fine. But, I mean, even I think he would tell you at this point, like, it hurt, all that stuff. But, man, that's down bad. You want to talk about being down bad? That's just sad, isn't it? Good to see Phillips for the Patriots walking off under his own power. So we're going to get the 4th and 14 play. I guess now. With 2 minutes left. Bills have 1 timeout, so this is it. This is the game here. They need to get inside the 5 for a first down. They need to get right at that 4-yard line for a first down. Let's see if they can do it. 4th and 14. Allen in the gun. Trying to draw him off sides. Takes the snap. Drops back deep. Pressure in his face. And it passes deflected. Turnover on downs. And the Patriots take over. 14 to nothing here with 1:55 left, and the Bills can only stop the clock one more time. I'm trying to do the math here. Yeah, they're not going to get the ball back. I think that's game. Actually, yeah, that is game. They can only stop the clock once. Can only stop that. They might be able to get ball back with like 30 seconds or something, right? Yep. So I think 30 seconds they can get the ball back. That's if they stop him here. Hand off here. That's a huge if given how they run the ball. Stevenson will run the ball across the 20 for a gain of 2. Justin and the chat asks, what about the opposite? What are teams most disappointing this year? I'll answer that one after this game goes final, like after like all this stuff happens. But I mean, actually, no, I mean, I can answer that. I think now fairly in between this time. I mean, I mean, there's, I mean, I think the Rams. Like, I went on a little tangent about them, right? I think the Rams have disappointed this year, honestly, given what we were expecting, given what they were made to be. They've disappointed a little bit. As here at 2nd and 8, Bills took their timeout, so they can't stop the clock anymore. 150 left in the game, so they theoretically can get the ball back. As Stevenson is stopped for a yard, so there we go. That's going to run out 40 seconds right there. So, again, they'll get the ball back. If they're able to stop New England here, the Bills will get the ball back after the punt with maybe like 25 seconds, 30 seconds left. Again, Justin, I'll get to your question in just a second as this game wraps up. Guys, if you haven't already, this would be a great time to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. It helps the channel grow. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever new video is released. And the clock is stopped. And they're not resetting the play clock for New England. There are a lot of there's a lot of stopping the clock here by the refs. There's a lot of resetting the ball. What's going on here? And Bill Belichick is not happy about it. He's like, what the hell is going on out there? On some Vince Lombardi shiznit. 55 miles per hour winds. Okay, so Buffalo had an injury, it looks like. Okay, so they figured that out. So the clock is still running here. Anyway, clock's still running. Bills clinging on to a chance here to still do something in this game. Yeah, they're going to be able to basically they're going to be able to actually score, like, get this out after that injury. That took a lot of time out. So Mac Jones. Oh, this is going to be very smart. It's very smart here by New England. Very smart here by New England. Bill Belichick took a timeout with 44 seconds left on the clock. The play clock will run for 40 seconds. So Bills need a minimum of 1 second left on the clock to even have a thought of getting that ball back, on a punt return. And you would think they're just going to punt it out of bounds. So, I mean, honestly, Bills lost. Okay, yeah, Bills lost. Okay. I've accepted that fact now. They would need to be something miraculous. Absolutely miraculous for the Bills to win this game. The math just doesn't work out because New England could actually theoretically just run around for 4 seconds, slide, and then they'll win. They'll run the clock out. That's probably what they're gonna do here with 44 seconds left. You need to waste around 4. If you waste 4 seconds, you win this game. And that is the three-dimensional chess that Bill Belichick has been playing with all night. He's been he's smartest dude in the NFL. Let's see what happens here. And that is what they do. And there's about 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. And, I mean, yeah, there's not. Pats won this game. I would just have, if I'm Bill Belichick, I would just have my punter run around for like literally a second, snap the ball. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, no. What am I saying? Punt the ball. Just have Mac Jones take another knee. Just have Mac Jones take another knee. Game's over. Bills are 9-4, baby. Bills are going to be not, or sorry, Pats, I should say. Bills. Pats are going to be 9-4. This is okay. They got some math to figure out. Point is, Patriots won this game by only throwing the ball 3 times. What a game plan by Bill Belichick. He did an immaculate job in this game, and you guys have done an immaculate job watching this stream. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So the standings, as it's going to be right now, the Patriots are going to go to 9-4, atop of the AFC East, atop of the AFC Conference, the number 1 seed. Started off 2-4, now to 9-4, 7 consecutive wins. Bill will not be denied. The Patriots are back, people. That's official. Clock hit triple zeros. And now the Bills have a lot to ponder now. Going into next week, 7-6. A team that many people thought were going to be in the Super Bowl contention. They fall to 7-6. They now do not control their own destiny as far as the AFC conference is concerned. As far as the AFC East is concerned, the Patriots are in complete control of their own destiny and look like they're going to keep on doing that. I would say the Rams are probably the most disappointing team this year. You could say the Seahawks, but also the Seahawks, I think, even though they're 4-8 right now, they're falling apart for years, and we all knew it. Russell Wilson didn't have an offensive line. Russell Wilson, outside of DK Metcalf, I mean, they had some receivers, but they didn't have a solid running game behind him. You know, that defense outside of Bobby Wagner, I don't care what you want to say about, about Jamal Adams and all that. Outside of Bobby Wagner, they don't really have anybody who's going to be much of a threat. The pass rush is nothing. The Vikings are a disappointment every year, but that's just what I've come to expect from them. But considering the money they pay Kirk Cousins, considering the money they pay Adam Thielen, considering the money they pay a lot of their coaches and everyone else, that's also a team that I would say I don't have that a lot of people would be disappointed in. Dallas is just a perennial disappointment. They're about to give this division away to the Washington Football Team. 7-6 or sorry, 7-5, not 7-6, 7-5. The Bills might be a little bit of a disappointment. Honestly, people thought they were just going to run away with the conference. Cleveland, disappointing. What can you say? I'll tell you what I can say. I've enjoyed my time here. I've enjoyed my time talking to you people. I've enjoyed my time watching this game. What an interesting, wacky, weird game it is. Bill Belichick is an evil genius. This stream went great. I enjoyed this. Guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video, stream, podcast, anything drops right here on the channel. Real Take Russell Talk live tomorrow night right here on the channel. Real Take Sports Talk live Thursday night right on the channel, and possibly another stream for the NFL. Keep the conversation going on Twitter at Real Take Sports. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Take Sports Talk. And also be sure to check out RealTakeSportsTalk.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We got podcasts all over the place. Check those out. I've been Umar Q. Until next time, keep it real.